It's been the righties that have kind of reverse splits with him. 429 righties are batting against him. 614, 6-4-14, I should say. Look, I still have faith in him. I've lost faith in Bryce Elder. A lot of people have lost faith in Bryce Elder at this point, including the organization, because we fully expect him to be with Gwinnett next week. But Smith Shawver has what it takes. This is the first. I go back to last year. He's never been really entrenched as a starting pitcher for the Braves until this year.
He's 22 years old, and I know it's 2 starts. He's got a 2.19 whip. He's not.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Good to sit ringside at a boxing match. Good to go salsa dancing, tap dancing, or polka dancing? Download Citgo's money-saving Club Citgo app today. The easiest way to save money on fuel. Now you're good to go.
Attention, Braves fans. Ever wanted to win a Yanmar UTV or a Yanmar SA223 tractor? Well, here's your chance. It's the Yanmar Strike Out the Side inning. During the 8th inning of every Braves game, one lucky fan will be selected for a chance to win a Yanmar UTV if the Braves pitcher strikes out the side. Plus, at the end of the season, you could win the grand prize, a Yanmar SA223 tractor. Register now at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win the Yanmar Strike Out the Side inning, where the excitement never stops.
Hurry up and get your Braves tickets for the 2025 season. With great matchups and multiple seating options and packages available, there's something every fan will love. Visit Braves.com/tickets today.
When you're looking for leading cardiac treatment, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 5 emergency cardiac care centers, so we're here when you need us most. We lead with more than 55 locations in Georgia. That means we're always in the heart of your neighborhood. We lead with clarity, because clear direction is better when it comes to understanding every step of your treatment. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity. We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and one unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay to store bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment tax and fees extra. After promo regular rate supply. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary.
My name is Patrick, and I'm the Military Outreach Manager at the Warrior Alliance. I served in the U.S. Army as an airborne ranger and deployed to several combat zones in support of the global war on terror. Veterans bring excellence through our work ethic, skills, and civic duty. However, transitioning to civilian life can be difficult, as we all share a loss of purpose when leaving the military. Returning veterans have earned and deserve our support so they can thrive on their journey home. The Warrior Alliance understands the challenge and is helping warriors navigate to success after service. Join us in changing thousands of lives for the better. Donate today at thewarrioralliance.org.
Don't miss Tom Glavine and his Hall of Fame insight every Monday afternoon at 3:30 during Chuck and Chernoff on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
We are covering all the bases on the Ford Leadoff Show, brought to you by your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
Welcome back. Final segment of the Ford Leadoff Show before we hand it over to Ben and Darren O'Day down in Tampa. First pitch coming up at 4:10 Eastern Time. Barrett and Chris with you in the meantime. And it's time to cash in on all the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks and use code BRAVES and get $50 off instantly, or get $50 instantly when you play your first $5. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. All right. So, Chris, they say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's not really the definition, but it's the idiot. I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree with that because I'm doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same result and getting the same result.
First inning run.
Well, not that one.
Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna, more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBI.
Yes. I'm a little bit surprised.
Keeps working.
I'm a little surprised that I'm making you work a little bit more by throwing a 2 up on that number at Prize Picks.
I am too.
If they just want to hand you money, and they've given out billions, Prize Picks, people have earned billions of dollars.
Yeah,
I'd say go with something until it kicks you right in the rear end.
It's 3 straight days.
Yes, it is,
and it's worked.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep going with that. Now the other one, Drew Rasmussen. We talked about him. He's okay as a pitcher. He's had a pretty decent career. He's 29. He's stayed in the bigs. He's not bad. He doesn't walk that many people, but I don't think he strikes out that many people either. And this is what surprised me. You get a half number in a lot of these.
Yeah.
He has 5 strikeouts. 5 strikeouts is his number. 5. So you're telling me if I go more, he has to have 6?
Yes, he does.
I don't like that.
Can't get 5.5.
I don't like that. So I'm going to go less than 5 strikeouts.
Okay.
I'm hoping that the Braves jump on him early.
Yes. Be nice.
Gets out of this game early.
Yes. And then Marcell Ozuna does a little bit of offensive damage.
He just does what he does.
All right. Well, yeah. No, that number's not been bad. I'm a little surprised they haven't bumped it up.
I am too.
Yeah. We're trying to find out. I know it was windy last night, wind blowing out to right field. We had talked about it's a 3-hour earlier start. Good news is it looked like weather was not going to be a problem in Tampa. We have talked about what they're going to have to deal with over the summer. Pop-up showers, batting practice.
Don't say the R word.
No, 7-10 starts. I'm not saying anything.
Don't say it today.
I'm using the W word. We'll find out if wind actually becomes part of it. But I do think that this park is going to play differently in a few months than it's playing right now. You could probably look at spring training numbers at this park and go, first couple of weeks of April, my imagination is it plays the same way there. Do I think this summer, and I'm not looking at the Tarpons. Is that what they're called, by the way?
The Tarpons?
Is that their minor league team? Is it the Yankee Tarpons? I don't know. I might have just made that up.
Are they still playing there, by the way?
Yeah.
They are?
No.
I was going to say they can't play there.
No, Sacramento, their minor league team is playing on the same field the A's are playing.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
That's
almost impossible to orchestrate.
You're gonna kill grass. There's no way. They have actually built for the Yankees A team, which does still play in Tampa. They built something outside of the stadium.
Okay.
They had another backfield that they turned into what will be their stadium.
Oh, that's right, because it's right by Raymond James Stadium, like in the parking lot, almost.
It's down the street.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Their complex. They had another backfield stadium that they turned it into with stands, temporary stands. The minor league team was going to play there this year.
Gotcha. The Tarpons.
The Rays I don't know if it's the Tarpons.
Yeah,
I think, it is.
It's the Tarpons.
Okay. I didn't think I made that up. So, but the big thing was last night they were saying in August they're going to start to rebuild Tropicana.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's enough time based upon the damage that I saw. I don't know how many people you're going to have working on this thing, but I'm still of the belief that I'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it.
Absolutely.
So I'm not sure what they would do. I know baseball made the concession to Sacramento for a couple of few years with Vegas. I don't think the Yankees want to give this thing up again.
Absolutely not.
I don't know. It was
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Once Steve Cohen got the Mets, everybody said, okay, now sell the team. He said, I don't want to be the one to sell the team.
Yep.
Stupid idea, Montreal. Blottily, blottily, blottily. Here we are. We're playing in a minor league ballpark.
All right, Braves and Rays from Steinbrenner Field coming up in about 10 minutes. For Lucas, for Joe, for Chris, I'm Barrett Sallee. Braves and Rays right now.
Spring has sprung, Braves fans, and baseball is finally back. Make your lawn Truist Park quality this season with Pennington Grass Seed. As the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington knows how to help you grow a lush, healthy lawn. With over 80 years of history rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington has the perfect solution for you. Gear up for spring with Pennington and grow a lawn you can be proud of. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed!
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of... Let's go Braves!
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
The Major League Baseball All-Star Game is coming to Truist Park July 11th through 15th. Find all the details at braves.com/all-star game.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR for 48 months, or $1,750 bonus cash. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Offers end April 30th. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... The official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed.
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of...
Let's go, Braves!
Get the latest Braves news while you work every weekday between 10 and 2 with Nick Cellini and me, Chris Domino, on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
The Braves roll into the 2025 season with one of the best rosters in the game.
1 ball and 1 strike. Here it is to Riley. And he hits one well to deep center field. Heading back. He just wrecked that thing. Straight away center, a homer for Riley.
Returning stars who are ready to go.
First pitch to him, and he hits one very well to deep center field. Back to the wall. Reaching for the wall. Out of the ballpark. 2-run homer.
And a singular focus. Bring home the division title and remind the league what Atlanta is all about.
Flying through the sky like a comet to straightaway center field.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is brought to you by the original Louisiana hot sauce. Flavor favors the bold. Your local Ford dealers, proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. Your local Hyundai dealer, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. John Foy and Associates Personal Injury Law. Get the strong arm. Arrow Exterminators. Make the right call and protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-ARROW. Peachtree Orthopedics. Same day, evenings and Saturdays. It's time to get better. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Braves. Yanmar Tractors and Engines, an official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Your Atlanta area Lexus dealer. Experience amazing. Simpleaf Sport, the official CBD partner of your Atlanta Braves. TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. City of Hope, Atlanta, making hope a reality for cancer patients throughout the Southeast. Attorney Ken Nugent, one call, that's all. Xfinity, get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. ServPro, when disaster strikes, call ServPro to make it like it never even happened. Saya LTL Freight, the official freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves. Corona Extra, La Playa awaits. Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. IBEW Local 613. Truist Park keeps the lights on with IBEW 613 electricians. The Battery Atlanta's own ASW Distillery, home of the award-winning Fiddler Bourbon. TYM Tractors, a winning lineup, together as one. Today, be here for Atlanta Braves baseball live from Tampa as Ozzie Albies and the Braves square up against the Tampa Bay Rays in Florida. This is Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into Atlanta Braves baseball. This afternoon from Steinbrenner Field in Tampa Bay, Florida, it's the Braves and the Rays in Game 2 of a 3-game series. On the mound for the Braves, it'll be the right-hander A.J. Smith-Shawver, and he faces fellow right-hander Drew Rasmussen. It's great to have you with us. Gorgeous day here in Florida, alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. And Darren, the Braves are looking for a win for obvious reasons, but most notably get a win on the road, something that they've failed to do through 8 tries. That a little bit surprising to you?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's talent up and down this lineup and this roster, so it really is shocking to look at those numbers and see them have with a goose egg in the win column. So hopefully we'll get rid of that today.
Yeah, the Braves 0-8 on the road this season. The club has had just one longer road losing streak to open a season in the modern era. That's since 1900. That's a long time. The 1980 club lost each of its first 8 games away from Atlanta. So you don't want to be busting through that. That's not the kind of record you're looking to break. And the Braves will turn to A.J. Smith-Shawver. And while he's never seen the Rays in the regular season, they got a couple of big doses of it down in spring training, didn't they?
Sure did. He faced them a couple times this spring, one of which was at the very end. We got to catch that game. Unfortunately, it was against most of the Rays minor leaguers. And we actually Drew Rasmussen, the Rays pitcher starting today, as well pitched in that game. That was quite an eventful one, and the Braves came back and won at the end. So, you know, AJ's got a little bit of experience. We'll see what he can do here today.
We can talk about AJ all day long, but the fact of the matter is the bats have to get going. You got to score some runs. You and I have seen Rasmussen. He's a tough one to handle, and you got to find a way to break through against him.
Yeah, he's a really, really quality pitcher. He's been out to a hot start. Whenever he's been healthy in his career, he's been really good. So it's a tough nut to crack there for these Braves, but, you know, Bryce Elder did his job last night, rested the bullpen a little bit, so the team is at full strength today, so hopefully they can come out on top.
They're getting opportunities. We saw an opportunity early in the game.
Hey, it's me, Paige DeSorbo, and I'm so excited to share my new shoe collection at DSW, filled with my favorite styles and trends for spring. Because if you know me, you know I'm kind of obsessed with shoes. And by kind of obsessed, I mean head over heels.
And did take advantage of it. A little bit of a sleepy performance, understandably so.
All right. Hopefully everybody's rested and ready to go for this ball game this afternoon. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Well, when we come back, I'll introduce you to the starting lineups for both teams. Right after that, first pitch of the game, Braves and Rays right around the corner on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Hey, Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO of 13 Heroes. Like you, I was devastated when tragedy struck in 2021, killing 13 U.S. service members in Afghanistan. From then, I immediately founded 13 Heroes for a way to give back to the families who lost their loved ones. 13 Heroes is a premium, award-winning line of spirits with the purest and smoothest liquid on the market. Please help turn tragedy into legacy by picking up a bottle of 13 Heroes.
Springfest at Lowe's means can't miss savings for your home and lawn. Right now, buy 3 bags, get 3 free on Miracle-Gro 3/4 cubic foot all-purpose garden soil. Plus, buy 2, get 1 free on select exterior paint and stain via mail-in rebate. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/16, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See rebate form for complete list of eligible products. Offer excludes clearance and mist tints and can't be combined with any other offer, promotion, discount, or coupon.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather-appointed seats are available features.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Andersen. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's
the Braves, right?
La fiesta de primavera en Lowe's trae ahorros imperdibles. Compra 3 bolsas de tierra para jardín Miracle Grow de 0.75 pies cúbicos.
So again for the Braves, it is Harris, Riley, Ozuna, Olson, Albies, Murphy, De La Cruz, Kelnick, Allen, and Smith-Shawver on the mound. Now for Kevin Cash's Rays. They're a game under 500, 6 up, 7 down. They're in 4th place in the American League East, a game and a half back of the pace set by the Blue Jays. They'll lead it off this afternoon with their designated hitter, Yandy Diaz. Batting second baseman Brandon Lau, and hitting third baseman Junior Caminero. Batting cleanup for Tampa Bay, first baseman Jonathan Aranda. Hitting fifth, left fielder Christopher Morel. He had a big night last night, going 3 for 4 with a homer. Following Morel and batting sixth, that's the center fielder Cameron Meisner. Hitting seventh, right fielder Jose Caballero. Batting eighth, shortstop Taylor Walls. Batting ninth, catcher Ben Rortvedt. And on the mound for the Rays, right-hander Drew Rasmussen. He's 1-0 with a sub-1 ERA, 0.90 his earned run average. He's been terrific. So again for the Rays, it's Diaz, Lau, Caminero, Aranda, Morel, Meisner, Caballero, Walls, Rortvedt, and Rasmussen on the mound. When Darren and I come back, we'll have the first pitch of the game. It's the Braves and the Rays, and it's next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is your go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. Experience Major League Clean at Tidal Wave, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Stay clean car happy all season long with membership discounts, exclusive giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for details.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
I'm Cortland spokespug Cordy. This broadcast of the Atlanta Braves is brought to you by Cortland. Visit Cortland.com to find your new apartment or one of our next level communities. Go Braves!
Meanwhile,
as a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Lowe's knows a good deal goes a long way. So right now, you can get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save up to $300 when you purchase 2 or more select GE kitchen appliances, $396 or more. Explore more great deals now during SpringFest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid 4/3 through 4/16. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, exclusions apply.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing, then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang.
Sets up select tires, plus a free alignment and a free oil change. The more homers the Braves hit, the bigger the deals at Tire Discounters. Learn more at tirediscounters.com/Braves. 73 degrees, lots of Florida sunshine, not a cloud in sight. In fact, this is what we're used to seeing when we were here a few weeks back for spring training. Weather-wise, feels like a spring training game, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is a beautiful time of year to be down here in Florida. You really couldn't ask for a better day than we have here.
Yeah, this is perfect. And a good day to get a win. Braves need one. Behind the plate calling balls and strikes is Edwin Moscoso. First base umpire is Tom Hanahan. The second base umpire, Chris Guccione. And down at third base, it is David Rackley. Drew Rasmussen is on the mound for the Rays. He'll be facing Michael Harris, Austin Riley, and Marcell Ozuna here in the top of the first inning. Michael climbing in, went 1 for 5 last night. Rasmussen, the right-hander, looks to be ready. He is. And now for the ball game. And the first pitch is going to be taken a little bit low. Starting at 4:10 Eastern, 3:10 Central. And the time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Real sweet brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms are returning soon to a store near you. There's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Michael Harris. That'll be pulled foul down the right field line. The leather for the Rays is Jonathan Aranda at first base. Brandon Lau at second. Taylor Walls at short. Junior Caminero is at third. Introduce the outfield to you after this 1-1 pitch. And here it comes from Drew Rasmussen. And Harris loops one foul over the Braves dugout on the third base side. Christopher Morel is out in left field today. Cameron Meisner in center. Jose Caballero is in right field. Ben Rortvedt is the catcher, and on the mound, the righty Drew Rasmussen, 6'1", 240 pounds from Meade, Washington. He's 29 years old. He's had 2 starts, and he's been very good. Sub-1 ERA. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Michael Harris. Righty deals. That'll be sent foul. And into the seats down the left field line. And what are these Braves hitters going to see from Rasmussen today?
Well, as you can tell from the direction of his last 2 foul balls, Rasmussen throws pretty hard. 95 is average fastball, up to 97, 98 when he wants it.
1-2 to Harris. Fouled off by the Rays dugout.
He's got 3 different fastballs, the 4-seamer, the cutter, and the sinker. And those 3 pitches, those 3 fastballs comprise about 90% of his offering. So that's going to be one of the odd things about today's game. Braves are going to see a lot of pitches, 90 plus. 90% of his pitches are hard.
There's the 1-2 pitch. That'll miss the inside corner, try to sinker there. So you go up looking to hunt the heater, but which heater are you going to get?
Exactly. The 3 heaters that all do different things. One stays straight, one tails, one cuts. So a lot of options for him.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Harris. And a ground ball slap to the left side. That will be knocked down by the third baseman, Caminero. He fires over, and that is... Did he say safe? He did say safe. I didn't see a signal from Tom Hanahan.
That was a funny play. Cameron came over and cut off his shortstop, Taylor Wall. You go over and you play somebody else's position, you better make an out, man. I mean, third baseman usually has the priority because his momentum is going towards first, but he was rolling around on the ground.
So Harris is aboard. That's a bizarre play as Caminero kind of went out of his jurisdiction just to get leather on it. Austin Riley is going to take a called strike. So a good start, but the Braves hoping to find a way to do what they could not do in the first inning yesterday. They scored a run, but they wanted a much bigger inning than just the one-run first. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Austin Riley. Pick off over to first, and Michael Harris back in with a dive. Rasmussen in his last outing, 5 innings against the Rangers, gave up 1 run on 3 hits, a walk and 4 strikeouts. Got a no decision in a game the Rays lost. There goes Harris. 0-1 pitch swung on, missed. Throw down by Rortvedt, and Harris in with a head-first slide. So an infield single for Harris, and he also steals a base, and the Braves have a runner in scoring position.
We love to see that out of Michael. We know he can run. We know he's fast. Just hasn't stolen a bag this year. There's number 1. Something the Braves could do a little bit more of.
0-2 to Riley. One of his high and outside. Well, not only a good start for Harris with the base hit and the stolen base, he had a nice lengthy at bat.
Sure did.
Saw a lot of bullets out of Drew Rasmussen. 1-2 pitch. Riley takes a ball low and outside.
Well, that's all you can ask for your leadoff hitter, right? That's traditionally they ask leadoff hitters to stand out there and prolong the at bat as long as they could, so the other players could see what that starting pitcher had that day.
2-2 to Riley. He swings and misses over the top of the sinker and strikes out. That came in and died right under his hands. 1 down. Folks, it's game 2 in this series. Braves and the Rays. Want to remind you to cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks and use code BRAVES and get $50 instantly when you play $5. Must be present in certain states. Here's Marcell Ozuna looking to drive in the run from second base. And Ozuna takes the ball low. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you in the top of the first inning. Wind sweeping across the outfield out to right field. 1-0 to Ozuna. And he sends it foul over by the Braves dugout. 1-1. But the wind pattern today very similar to what we saw last night.
It sure is. We didn't see any wind-aided home runs to right. We saw some home runs, that's for sure. Let's see if that happens today.
1-1 to Ozuna. And a strike call. Cutter that touched the outside corner, kind of buckled the knees of Ozuna. And a 1-2 count. Drew Rasmussen, 2 career appearances versus the Braves prior to today. Both were in relief, and both were in the 2021 season. 1-2, and Ozuna takes a high fastball to even the count up. 2-2 count. So altogether, Rasmussen's only seen the Braves for 3 1/3 innings in his career, but we did see him at spring training. 2-2 to Ozuna. Missed high, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
He's a really talented pitcher. Just had a lot of injury problems, more so than just about anybody else in the league. 3 different major elbow surgeries. 2 Tommy Johns while he was in college, and then internal brace just a few years back. So he's been through a lot on that front.
And there's 2 Tommy Johns in very close proximity to each other. Payoff pitch coming up to Ozuna. Here it is. And he takes a called 3rd strike on a cutter. That looked like it was high and outside. Ozuna argues with home plate umpire Edwin Moscoso. He thought for sure that was ball 4, and watching the replay, I agree with him.
Yeah, it sure looked like it was out of the zone. As Marcell was walking away, it looked like he told Moscoso, ask him, pointing to Ben Rortvedt, the Rays catcher, because he likely knew that ball was out of the zone as well.
2 down for Matt Olson. First pitch to Matt. And that landed about same place that the last pitch did to Ozuna, yet that's a ball to the left-handed hitter. And a 1-0 count now on Matt Olson. Need a clutch knock, runner at second, 2 down, on the 1-0 pitch on the way to Olson. That takes a ball upstairs.
This might have changed, but as of a couple days ago, the Braves have had the most balls called for strikes in the major leagues thus far. So a little bit of bad luck there, especially in that big situation.
Yeah, feeling snake bit. There's a 2-0 pitch. Olson takes a ball inside, 3-0. You were talking about the Tommy Johns for Drew Rasmussen, the first of which came in March of 2016. His second Tommy John was August of 2017. That is rough. Yeah. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Olson swings and fouls one back. Then he had that internal brace in July of 2023. Well, those first two Tommy Johns, something went terribly wrong.
Yeah, that's oops.
Right.
No, that's a tough one. 2 years in a row.
3-1 pitch. Swung on, missed. That cutter dancing in under the hands of Olson on a 3-2 count.
And that's such a long, arduous rehab that I just can't imagine getting through it and then realizing something ain't right here.
Right.
Let's go under the knife again.
So two Tommy Johns within 17 months of each other. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and tipped into the mid for strike three. A fastball 97 gets Olson. And the Braves strand the runner at second. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Braves nothing. And the Rays coming up when we come back.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Springfest deals are still in full swing at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 bags of Stay Green Premium Color 2 cubic foot mulch for only $10. And get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save up to $300 when you buy 2 or more select GE kitchen appliances of $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/16, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Andersen. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. And the Cardinals.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
No score to the bottom of the first inning as A.J. Smith-Shawver brings his first pitch to Yandy Diaz, and he misses a little bit low and outside. It'll be Diaz, Lau, and Caminero for the Rays in the bottom of the first. No score here early. Smith-Shawver brings a 1-0 pitch. That'll be swung on, missed. Fastball right down the pike. We've been talking about A.J. Smith-Shawver a lot, Darren, when it comes to his command, trying to get ahead, put batters away. There's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Yandy Diaz. That'll be fouled off. Early this season, we've seen more splitters than fastballs. And when it comes to his command, is it just the fastball that he really needs to sharpen, or is it the entire weaponry?
I just think, you know, he's still a young pitcher. He's still developing, trying to figure out really who he is.
There's his 1-2. A little bit low and outside with a curve.
And I just think where he's at right now, he's kind of a stuffed pitcher. You know, he doesn't have the pinpoint command quite yet. And I know that's something he's working on, but he'll take the stuff, that's for sure.
There's 2-2 pitch. Missed inside with a fastball.
So the days where he has his average command, he's a good major league pitcher. The days he has good command, is really good, pinpoint location, he's going to be a stud.
We've seen glimpses of that. 3-2 pitch. That's going to be punched in the air, out to short, and a tumbling grab by Nick Allen. Catches the line drive, one down. That'll bring Lau up to the plate. Here's the leather for the Braves. Matt Olson at first base. Ozzie Albies is at second. Nick Allen, as I just mentioned, who caught that line drive at short. Austin Riley, the third baseman. In the Braves outfield, Brian De La Cruz in left. Michael Harris roaming center. Jared Kelnick on patrol in right. Sean Murphy, the catcher, and A.J. Smith-Shawver on the mound. 6'3", 205-pound right-hander from Colleyville, Texas. And the 22-year-old misses low and outside to Brandon Lau. No score, bottom of the first. 1-0 from Smith-Shawver. And flip foul over to our left.
And, you know, the fastball used to be the most important pitch in baseball. Now guys get away throwing, 60, 70% off speed. But as a starter, yes, A.J. needs to improve command of that fastball for sure.
1-1 fastball misses a little bit high.
Yeah, maybe for him where he's at right now, he focuses on halves of the plates, right? Instead of thirds. You split the plate in half, you throw to those halves. And somebody like Bryce Elder with a little lesser stuff has to split it in thirds.
Lau hits one high in the air to shallow right. In fact, so shallow, this is going to be Ozzie one step back into shallow right. And he makes the catch, 2 down. So 2 quick outs for Smith-Shawver.
But that split change is so good. He's got a lot of margin for error with that because of the extreme movement. So if he's not feeling confident in his fastball, he can throw that split in any count if he feels like he can throw it near the strike zone.
2 down for Junior Caminero. And he hits one to deep left center field. That is tagged way back to the wall. This one goes, and that just does clear the wall. And it's a home run by Junior Caminero. He pulled the trigger on the first pitch and just did sneak it out. And it's 1-0 Rays. And it's Caminero's second home run of the season.
Well, you mentioned the flags blown out to right. He hit that one out to left. This stadium does yield a lot of home runs, the most in MLB this season. 2.3 home runs per game here. So you're never out of it in this stadium.
That was a hanging slider that he belted out of here. There's Jonathan Aranda. And Aranda takes the ball outside. On the season, Smith-Shawver 0-2 with a 5.19 ERA. This is his third start of the year. His last outing was a loss against the Marlins. Went 4 2/3 of an inning. Gave up 3 runs on 7 hits. And Aranda rolls over on that one, sitting and fouled on the right field line. It's the first time that Smith-Shawver has faced the Rays in the regular season, but he should be familiar with them. He saw them a couple of times during spring training. And altogether, this is his 10th career Major League appearance. That'll be fouled off. Aranda got a piece of a splitter. For his career, Smith-Shawver 1-2 with a 3.99 ERA. 1-2 to Aranda. And he apparently missed low with a fastball. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but doesn't get the call. So 2-2 on Aranda. 1-0 Rays on the homer by Caminero. 2-2. Popped up, shallow left. That might drop in. It will. Right on down the left field line. Brian De La Cruz fields and throws it in. But a little flare into shallow left, and Aranda's aboard. Well, this has not been uncommon for A.J. Smith-Shawver in his first 2 starts. There were a few innings where he went 2 up and 2 down, then ran into a little bit of trouble like you're seeing here.
Yeah, sometimes the innings can just get away from you as a young pitcher. He's got to learn how to finish, get that third out.
Now facing Christopher Morel. And Morel takes a fastball outside.
It's a lesson that you have to learn as a young pitcher, is that even though you're through 2 and nobody's on, you got to take a deep breath and focus on getting that third one.
Righty-righty matchup. 1-0 pitch to Morel. There's a called strike. Count even at 1. It'd be a natural tendency to get 2 up, 2 down and feel like you're in the easy chair the rest of the inning.
Sure.
Not the case in this league. 1-0 Rays, bottom of the first. 1-1 pitch, and that's slugged to deep center field. This one's flying back to the wall. Harris tries to make the grab, and he does. A circus catch by Michael Harris at the wall. I don't know how in the world he could see it. I don't know how in the world he could even reach it. But he makes an over-the-shoulder catch, and there's out number 3. And even he's running off the field, shaking his head, saying, I have no idea how I made that catch. So that's out number 3. Rays pick up a run on the homer by Caminero. We head to the top of the second, 1-0 Tampa Bay.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Bosch's innovative power tools make you feel like a Bosch. Like when you pile drive screws and bolts with the 2-in-1 impact driver, you'll feel like
Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah!
Or when you powerfully blast through concrete with the Bulldog rotary hammer, you'll feel
like I have the power!
And when you make buttery smooth cuts with the Glide Miter saw, you'll feel
Scoobity-bee-bop smooth, baby.
What he said. With expertly engineered power tools, the more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online, whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
Tonight I stand here overwhelmed as my name is linked.
Pitch to Ozzie Albies will be taken inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. Junior Caminero launched one out of here. Solo homer in the bottom of the first. Been the only run of the game. 1-0 to Ozzie. That'll miss inside. And then the ball that Christopher Morel hit. You and I were looking at each other in between the commercial break and thinking, how in the world did that not get out of here? It looked like it was hit harder than Caminero's ball. But Michael Harris with a terrific play out in center. 2-0 pitch is fouled back. Such a good play that will make that the Truist play of the game. Brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. Amazing defensive grab. Here's the 2-1. That'll be punched into right field. Just nicked off the glove of Jonathan Aranda, the first baseman. And a base hit in the right field for Ozzie.
You know, Michael overran that ball a little bit. He ran past it, and it spun back towards center field from him. He went in the left center gap to get it. So he had to make a last-minute adjustment, catch it over his shoulder, and I'm guessing Morel just put a little side spin on it. You know, normally in center field, you get less of that side spin than you do in the corners of the outfield.
That brings Sean Murphy up to the plate. And Murphy takes the ball inside. So that did 2 things. Number 1, it made it where Harris could catch it. Number 2, it kept it in the ballpark.
It sure did, yeah. But a challenge for a center fielder for that ball tailing that much. So Caminero likely just backspun his, which makes it fly farther.
1-0 to Murphy. Murphy takes the ball low. Second inning, Braves have Ozzie at first, and this is the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. And all season long in the second inning, if the Braves steal a base, you'll have a chance to win at least $50 in free Marathon gas cards. And you can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. Hitters count for Murph. 2-0 pitch. Finds its mark on the outside corner with a fastball.
Yeah, I mentioned Rasmussen has those 3 fastballs, the cutter, the sinker, the 4-seamer. Also has a sweeper and a curveball, but like I said, predominantly fastballs.
Ozzie a big lead. Now a pick off of it at first base, and Ozzie back in with a dive. Rasmussen was originally with the Brewers, and the Rays wanted him for the longest time. He was actually drafted out of high school by the Diamondbacks, did not sign, went to Oregon State, and was drafted by the Rays. More on that story after this 2-1 pitch. And Murphy swings and misses at a cutter. Looked to be fooled on that pitch. He was a first-round pick of the Rays in 2017, but he didn't pass the physical. Remember, we told you he had the 2 Tommy John operations in 2017. 1 in 17, 1 in 16, I should say. So he returned to Oregon State after he didn't pass the physical. A year later, he's drafted by the Brewers. And then later, he was traded from the Brewers to the Rays in the Willy Adames deal. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That misses low. In fact, I mentioned that he's made 2 appearances against the Braves in his career. One of those was his very last appearance as a Brewer. A few days later, he was traded to the Rays. 3-2 from Rasmussen. There goes Ozzie. There's a ball low, and that's ball 4 to Sean Murphy. So they threw down, and Ozzie out there having a conversation with Brandon Lau.
Yeah, love to see the action on the bases here early for these Braves. That's a rare walk from Rasmussen. He does a good job of controlling that and not issuing too many free passes.
So now the Braves have first and second, no one out. Trying to tie the game. 1-0 Rays. De La Cruz going to take a cutter low. Rasmussen, 6 seasons in the big leagues, 101 career appearances prior to today. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ball low and outside.
He really only had 1 full season. Just a few years back for Tampa. And then last 2 years, he's only thrown like 60 innings combined.
Followed behind here. 2-0 pitch, and De La Cruz, soft tapper, knocked down by Rasmussen. To second, he goes for 1, over to first, and that's late. And they get the out of Sean Murphy. That'll put runners at first and third, 1 down. Good hustle by De La Cruz. Over to third base for Albies. De La Cruz at first, and there's Jarred Kelenic with a chance to tie the game. Rasmussen nods in agreement with his catcher, Ben Rortvedt. Righty-lefty matchup. Pitch on the way to Kelenic, taken for a called strike. First pitch cutter. And an 0-1 count on Kelenic. We saw him for 2 trips to the plate last night. Jarred went 1 for 2, hit a double. Oh-1 pitch. Swung on, missed at a sinker. Riding in on the inner third of the plate to the left-handed hitter. And 0-2 on Kelenic. Rasmussen looking for swing and miss stuff here with a runner at third and 1 down. Here's his 0-2 pitch. Swung on, missed. Fastball up and out of the zone. And it looked too tempting for Kelenic to lay off of it. So that's the 4th strikeout by Rasmussen. 2 down. It's now in the hands of Nick Allen.
Another call it a cutter. That pitch he's throwing right on 89, 90. But to me, it looks like a slider. It looks like a really hard slider. It's got more depth, meaning it's got more downward movement than what I would normally call a cutter.
Pickoff over to first, and he gets it by the first baseman, Aranda, but only bounces about 3-4 feet away. Ozzie started to break from the bag at third and then threw on the brakes. Honestly, if he went with it, I think he might have made it. Not the easiest to read looking across the diamond like that, looking through a pitcher and a runner and the first baseman. They didn't want to roll the dice. Let's see what Nick Allen can do. First and third, 2 down, 1-0 Rays in the top of the second. Offering on the way, sent foul into the seats down the first baseline. Good catch made by a fan over there. Made a one-handed, barehanded catch. 0-1 on Nick Allen. This is the first time we've seen Nick in the series. Orlando Arcia, the shortstop last night, he went 0 for 4. Pitch on the way in for a strike, 0-2. Inning started with a single and a walk. Braves had him at first and second, no one out. And now Rasmussen looking for one more good pitch to get through this jam unscathed. There's 0-2 to Allen. De La Cruz on the move. There's a ball outside. No throw down. And now a base hit could give the Braves the lead. Second and third, 2 down. Allen awaits the 1-2. Rasmussen deals. And Allen check swing, got a piece of it, fouled it back. Braves asking their number 9 hitter to find a way to get a base hit and score at least 1 run. Waiting on the 1-2 pitch. Bearded right-hander brings it, and that's swung on and a bouncer out to second base. Lau scoops, throws over to first base for out number 3. So the Braves had 3 men reach in the inning, but they cannot score. No runs, 1 hit.
Lowe's is the destination for Ego outdoor power equipment this spring. See what's new and exclusive, like the 17-inch string trimmer with Line IQ technology that auto-feeds to save you time, and the 22-inch Select Cut self-propelled mowers with a multi-blade system for precise cutting. Shop Ego Days, happening now during Spring Fest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only, save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is hot corner. Do you know what it means? Hot corner.
Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Hey Braves fans, Finn here reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins us inside the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
Rays 1, Braves nothing. Bottom of the second. There's Cameron Meisner to lead off. And a backdoor breaking ball in for a called strike on Meisner. Good curveball. Nothing in 1 on him. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you from our cockpit radio booth here in Tampa. There's a fly ball to left. Brian De La Cruz over to his right. Slows. Makes the catch and 1 down. Yeah, we're very cozy in our little booth here. We came in the door today, and we realized after working here last night that we need to come in one at a time. And J-Chad has to come in first because he has to arrange some things up front. Then he goes back to where he sits. Then I walk in because I have to slide through where you sit, and then you come in last. So we couldn't just all walk in here together and all fit together. There's Jose Caballero. There's ball outside.
Yeah, it's like on the airplane. You know, you have the window seat. I got the aisle seat. You know, if you need to get up, I got to move too.
Thing is, the windows on the airplane about the same size as the ones we're looking out right now. 1-0 pitch. That'll miss low. 2 balls, no strikes. Rays got a home run by Junior Caminero in the first inning. It's been the only run of the game. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And sent foul into the seats down the right field line. Yeah, this is the spring training home of the Yankees. In case you didn't hear us talking about this situation last night, Tropicana Field, where the Rays normally call home, damaged in the hurricane last year. And their normal stadium not ready for Major League action here in 2025. 2-1 to miss outside. So they're playing all their home games over here in Tampa at the spring training home of the Yankees, Steinbrenner Field. And this place seats about 11,000. And it is sold out today. Here's the 3-1. That's fouled back. 3-2.
Yeah, beautiful day to catch a baseball game. It really does feel like spring training to me. It's because of this time of the year. The weather is actually good this time of year. That's why the Rays are in the midst of a 13-game homestand. Later in the summer, they're going to be dealing with rain every day.
3-2. In the air to center field. Here comes Michael Harris. Now play it on a bounce. 1-out single for Caballero.
So the Rays actually worked with some of their opposing teams to switch home and away series to have more, home games down here when the weather's nice, which we're benefiting from today. When you come here in June, July, it's going to rain pretty much every day, somewhere between 4 and 7 p.m.
I think that's caused them to have a stretch. I believe, if I'm remembering the number right, 36 out of 51 days they have a road game.
That sounds right.
Lengthy stretch on the road. Here's Taylor Walls. He'll take a called strike. Taylor Walls batting 8th in the order. Switch hitting shortstop. Good wheels. He was 1 for 2 last night. Runner at first, 1 out. Smith Shawver comes set right at the belt. Pick off over to first base, and back in standing Caballero. We were talking to Snit before the game about being more intentional on the mound, holding runners, holding the ball longer, try to knock their rhythm off. This is a team that loves to run. Speaking of the Devil, they do. There's a ball high, throw down to second base, going to be close, and they got him. Jose Caballero cut down by Sean Murphy. Really nice throw down to second base as Nick Allen put the tag on.
Drake Baldwin, no slouch behind the dish, but you got Murphy behind the dish. He's got the 7th strongest arm for a catcher in the major leagues. Throws averaging 83 miles an hour from behind the dish. Pretty good from that crouch stance.
Here's the 1-1. Walls takes the ball outside. Caballero went in feet first, and Allen just slapped the tag right on his shin. 1-0 Rays, bottom of the second. 2-1 to Walls. Strike. Folks, only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Be a good time for Smith Shawver's first strikeout. Walls request time, and it's granted by Edwin Moscoso. Smith Shawver, 31 pitches, 18 strikes. And the 2-2. Missed low with the fastball. That one hit 97. Braves will have the top of the order due up when we get to the top of the third. Smith Shawver looking for a shutout inning, and he'll get it. Swung on, miss, and a good splitter. Able to break that pitch out and get a swing and a miss out of Walls, and he faces the minimum in the bottom of the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left. We played.
Springfest at Lowe's means can't miss savings for your home and lawn. Right now, buy 3 bags, get 3 free on Miracle-Gro 3/4 cubic foot all-purpose garden soil. Plus, buy 2, get 1 free on select exterior paint and stain via mail-in rebate. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/16, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See rebate form for complete list of eligible products. Offer excludes clearance and mistints and can't be combined with any other offer, promotion, discount, or coupon.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played.
Into the top of the third at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. Braves and the Rays in the second game of this series. Rays won last night 6-3. And they lead today 1-0 over the Braves. Michael Harris climbing in to lead off in the top of the third. First pitch from Rasmussen, swung on and sent foul. Arcing its way into the seats down the left field line. Well, for Harris, it was a good start for him in the first inning. He singled and stole a bag, and that's good news because he's been struggling as the leadoff man, hitting .208 as the leadoff hitter. In these opportunities this season, 0-1, pop back and foul again, 0-2. And a big reason for that, lots of chasing.
Yeah, Michael likes to swing. You know, somebody else I think of like Ozzie Albies. They like to swing. They put the ball in play a lot. Well, maybe not traditional for your leadoff hitter.
There's 0-2. Got a piece of it. Spoiled it foul.
I think he's just keeping that spot warm for somebody else here. Yeah. A little bit down the road.
Nothing in 2 on Harris. Rasmussen brings it. Harris sends one foul. Looking up some of these numbers, only Christian Encarnacion Strand and Hunter Goodman have higher chase rates than Harris does this season. It's had a increase from last year. Now it's early in the season, but let's see how these numbers pan out. 0-2 and a bouncer out to first, knocked down by Aranda. He recovers, tosses the bag. Rasmussen is there, and one down here in the third inning. Xfinity knows live baseball is better with less freezing at the plate, and that's why we deliver Wi-Fi, built for streaming with ultra-low lag. Get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream more of the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. One out for Austin Riley. Riley 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch swinging. He fouls back a fastball. Rasmussen 4 strikeouts. 3 of them came consecutively in the first inning to Riley, Ozuna, and Olsen. One of those comes with an asterisk. That strikeout to Ozuna, that was nowhere near the strike zone. 0-1. Riley hits one very well on the rise. Back to left field. To the wall it goes. Off the wall on the fly. Playing the care of now Morel. And he gets it in so quickly that Riley has to hold it first with a single. That just about put a hole in the wall, and Riley gets one bag out of it.
That's about the hardest hit, longest single you're going to see. Gosh, you'd love to see that. A rare curveball from Rasmussen. Riley was right on time with it. Just didn't loft it up high enough to get it over the wall. And Riley's seen the ball a lot better. He's got multiple hits in the last 4 games and 5 out of his last 6. So he's on a tear here recently.
Came off of Riley's bat at 113 miles an hour. Marcell Ozuna up to the plate. He swings at the first pitch and fouls one back. You hit a ball 113 miles an hour in the air that deep, you feel like you'll at least get 2 bags out of it.
Yeah, I read that Rasmussen had yet to give up a barrel this season and hasn't given up a home run in over his last 53 innings. So a tough guy to get the ball out of the park on.
Ozuna's up for the challenge. Boy, he takes a strike on the outside corner. Down 0-2. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Rays. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Braves. The 2 to Ozuna. And he lays off a sweeper. And a 1-2 count. Beautiful day here in Florida. I mean, this is perfect. Temperature in the mid-70s. Little breeze out to right field. No clouds anywhere. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way from Rasmussen to Ozuna, and a ground ball out to short. Walls to Lau to Aranda, double play. 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. And the Braves shut down in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the inning, 1-0 Tampa Bay.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Lowe's is the destination for Ego outdoor power equipment this spring. See what's new and exclusive, like the 17-inch string trimmer with Line IQ technology that auto-feeds to save you time, and the 22-inch Select Cut self-propelled mowers with a multi-blade system for precise cutting. Shop Ego Days, happening now during Springfest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sunday.
Season on the radio home, the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan, and of course the Fan app.
We dip into the bottom of the third inning here at Steinbrenner Field where the Rays lead the Braves 1-0. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. And at Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget. We're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save more energy for the game. Rortvet fouls one back to our left. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. It's 9-1-2 in the order for the Rays here in the bottom of the third. The catcher, Rortvet, and then the DH, Yandy Diaz, and the second baseman, Brandon Lau. Rortvet takes a called strike. Rortvet, one of the two catchers on the roster for the Rays. The other one, Danny Jansen, we saw him last night. Both of those catchers are from Wisconsin. They grew up just a couple of hours from each other, only 2 years apart. No balls and a strike on Ben Rortvet. And the pitch on the way. And there's a called third strike. Fastball in the outside corner. And Rortvet goes down looking.
Yeah, nice pitch there by A.J. Well, 97-mile-an-hour heater, top of the zone. Love to see the 97. A.J., you know, he's known for his big arm. We've seen him up to 99, 100 before. This year, velocity is a little bit down compared to last year, but I think he's trying to work a little bit deeper into games.
Yandy Diaz, the batter. He swings at the first pitch and sends one foul. Diaz lined out to Ozzie back in the first inning. Yandy Diaz from Cuba. Well, one takes a ball low and inside. Yandy Diaz defected from Cuba. You ready for this? On his 5th attempt. Wow. There's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Diaz. And he'll send one foul. On his 5th attempt, he defected from Cuba and waited in tall grass until a motorized raft arrived. And then they boated through shark-infested waters out of Cuba. 1-2, blasted deep down the right field line, slicing towards the corner and foul. He said he saw sharks alongside their raft as they were trying to get away from Cuba and were out there in the water for hours. I can't even imagine such.
No, it's really scary. You're risking your life, you know, to come to a country. That's a pretty common theme, unfortunately, for Cuban players. I had a teammate, Kendrys Morales, who, if I remember correctly, tried 7 times.
Wow.
And a lot of the same themes, waiting in tall grass at night. Scary.
Diaz with a ground ball through the hole on the left side of the infield. We've got a base hit. 1 out single by Diaz.
And then there's stories like Aroldis Chapman, who I believe was somewhere with the Cuban national team, international. I think they were over in Europe somewhere. And he just walked out the front door of the hotel. Had somebody pick him up, and he was gone.
When he said he was checking out,
yeah,
he was really checking out.
Yeah, he was checking out.
1-0 Rays. Brandon Lau up to the plate. Runner at first, 1 out. Lau for 1 with a pop out. Swings and sends one foul. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
Brandon Lau out of the University of Maryland. 0-1 pitch to him. This is high and outside. Nothing Rays here in the third. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball out to first. That'll be knocked down by Olsen, and it rolls back behind him. Down to second for Diaz. He holds. Well, Olson was in with a runner at first base, and he goes to his right trying to glove it. And if he's able to glove it, he can at least throw to second base, get it out there, maybe even start a double play. But it was like a snow cone grab, and when he brought the glove up, the ball just trickled out of there.
Yeah. He might have already been thinking about getting his body in position to throw over to Nick Allen at second base. Usually pretty sure-handed over there at first base. Made a heck of a throw last night, cut down a runner at home. What a play that was.
I mean, you see a play like that, you're already thinking, okay, double play right here.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Goes down as a single for Lau. Here's Junior Caminero. First and second, one down. Rays looking to add on to their 1-0 lead. Caminero homered in the first inning. Takes the ball up and in. Splitter that was fading in, and a 1-0 count on him. Junior Caminero from the Dominican Republic. One-0 pitch. Outside with a curve, a 2-0 count. Caminero's homer in the first inning traveled 405 feet, came off the bat at 104 miles an hour. Here's the 2-0. Missed low, 3 balls, no strikes.
It was a close pitch. You're just not going to get those pitches when you're not consistently in the strike zone.
And now Smith-Shawver looking for some selection that can benefit him right here. He just shook off Sean Murphy. Now he's ready. 3-0, ball 4. Just up and in with a splitter. So the Rays have loaded the bases with 1 out.
Yeah, that 3-0 shake to a splitter tells you that's the pitch he has the most confidence in, right? And righties are actually hitting .429 off him this season. And lefties down below 300, so he's faring a little bit better against those lefties because of his confidence in that split. It plays better against the opposite-handed batter.
So now they're loaded with 1 down for Jonathan Aranda, left-handed hitter. First pitch misses inside. Aranda singled in the first inning. And in this series, he's 1 for 5. Aranda, 26 years old. Rests the bat on his left shoulder. 1-0 pitch on the way. And that misses high. 2-0. And that'll bring Rick Kranitz out of the Braves dugout. So 6 straight balls from A.J. Smith-Shawver. And not in a very comfortable place with the bases loaded and a 2-0 count on Aranda.
Yeah, I think he was comfortable walking Caminero there. That's why he went to that 3-0 splitter. But now you got nowhere to put Aranda. And Aranda's having a good season thus far. Already has 6 doubles to lead the major leagues. Almost had one in the first inning. So he's in a sticky situation here. He's got to work his way out of it.
Aranda has grounded into 2 double plays this season. And that's your hope right here. But for Smith-Shawver, he got to find a way to throw a strike.
Yeah.
Period.
That's step 1. Yeah.
Aranda, 250 hitter in his career with the bases loaded. 1 for 4 with a grand slam. Steadies his bat, waiting on Smith-Shawver. 2-0 pitch. And he missed outside with a splitter. No place to put Jonathan Aranda. Sacks packed full of Rays as they're trying to add on to their 1-0 lead here in the 3rd inning. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Taken for a strike. Fastball knee high. 3-1. Caminero at first, Lau at second, Diaz at third. Smith-Shawver, 52 pitches, set at the belt. 3-1. Sent foul into the screen over by the Braves dugout.
That last fastball was 92 miles an hour. That worries me when you see a young pitcher drop velocity like that. I hope he's feeling all right.
Might be just an effort to throw a strike. I mean, he hit 97 not too many pitches ago.
Yeah.
Just having to baby it in there. This is a big pitch right here. Bases loaded, one down. 3-2. Missed low and in with a fastball for ball 4, and it's 2-0 Rays on the bases loaded walk. Slowed that one down to 93, trying to guide it in. Didn't get the corner. So he struck out Rortvedt to begin the inning. Since then, single, walk. So now they're loaded for Christopher Morel. Only one out. This guy's had a huge series to this point. First pitch to him, low and outside. And just not a lot that's tempting these batters.
Yeah, doesn't look like he has confidence in his fastball here today. Maybe because of that reduced velocity. So he's resorted to throwing off-speed pitches he doesn't have great command of.
1-0 pitch is low, 2 balls, no strikes. It's 2-0 Rays. A Ray at every base, and the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. Able to get the splitter over. Just going through the catalog of pitches that he has, trying to find something that will behave and get it into the strike zone. But the command has not been there these last few batters. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is to Morel. He swings and misses at a splitter. He's had some success those last 2 pitches. See if he can execute another one. One out, bottom of the 3rd. 2-0 Rays. Here's the 2-2 pitch. In for a called 3rd strike. Buckled his knees with a curveball. Morel's reaction to that pitch was as if he'd never seen a curveball in his entire life.
That was a high curveball. You don't see many of those, but Morel probably saw it as a fastball, high fastball out of his hand, and just couldn't pull the trigger on it.
Big old soap bubble curve. So 2 down. Here's Cameron Meisner as A.J. Smith-Shawver is trying to limit the damage to just the 1 run here in the inning. Meisner, left-handed hitter, takes ball outside. Went with a curveball there. 60 pitches by A.J. Smith-Shawver. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Meisner, the 7th Ray to the plate. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside. Braves have Suarez up in the bullpen getting loose. Lefty Jose Suarez. Could see him sooner rather than later. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. Fastball 93.
Assuming he's healthy, I think he's just fighting his mechanics. He's not able to, he doesn't feel synced up to be able to throw strikes here today. He's really grasping for strikes.
2-1 to the plate. Strike on the outside corner. And just one minor mechanical adjustment can be the difference in 4 and 5 miles an hour, can it?
Yeah, the way to throw 98, 99 is have an efficient transfer of energy from your legs all the way up through your core to your hand. And somewhere it's off.
His 2-2 pitch on the way. Got a swing and a miss. Used the splitter. And a nice job wiggling off the hook, giving up just the 1 run. Could have been much worse in the bottom of the 3rd. And the veteran.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Lowe's knows a good deal goes a long way. So right now, you can get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save up to $300 when you purchase 2 or more select GE kitchen appliances, $396 or more. Explore more great deals now during SpringFest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid 4/3 through 4/16. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, exclusions apply.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Anderson. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
We venture into the top of the fourth at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you in the second game in this series of three. It's a 2-0 lead for the Rays as Matt Olson leads off for the Braves versus Drew Rasmussen. Now the first pitch will miss high. 1 ball and no strikes. It's Olson, Albies, and Murphy for the Braves here in the top of the fourth inning. There's a 1-0 pitch on the way to Matt Olson. And Matt takes a called strike. Folks, Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. Ball and a strike. Olson 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the 1-1 finds its mark on the inside corner, according to home plate umpire Edwin Moscoso.
That's a bad call.
Well, at least he's been consistent.
Consistently bad. Yep.
Olson 1 for 4 in last night's game. Waiting on the righty Rasmussen a deal. Here it comes. Hard hit ball and a diving stop to his right by Aranda, the first baseman. And he's able to toss to Rasmussen, who wins the race to the bag. Hit it hard, but a fantastic defensive play keeps Olson off the bases.
Yep. He did hit it hard because he knew it was coming. Because if I'm Rasmussen and Moscoso's giving me that far in off the plate, I'm going right back to it.
Yeah.
So Matt said, I know what he's throwing. I'm going to bail out and hit this thing hard.
One out for Ozzie. He was left stranded at third 2 innings ago. Braves down 2-0. And Albies takes a called strike. Still a steady breeze out to right center. Big crowd here in this 11,000 seat stadium. 0-1 fouled back, 0-2. Again, the Braves looking for their first road win of the year. 0-8 on the road to begin the season. And trailing 2-0 here today. There's Rasmussen's 63rd pitch of the game. And Ozzie sends one foul over the Braves dugout. What are your thoughts on who takes over on the mound in the fourth inning?
I'm guessing AJ's day would be done.
0-2 pitch, up and in. Yeah, the Braves had Jose Suarez tossing in the bottom of the third when AJ was running into so much trouble.
Yeah, we can't see the bullpens here, but to me, he just didn't look right. And if he did get through a few more innings, it would kind of be a tightrope act like last inning was.
1-2 pitch, and he turns on one, but hooks it foul. It's 7-8-9 due up in the fourth inning when we go to the bottom of the fourth. So he does go back out there at the bottom of the order, but
that's probably what will happen, is they'll send him back out with Suarez up and ready to go.
1-2. Ozzie pops one up on the infield. Shortstop Taylor Walls fighting the sun, drifting to the right side of the infield, and he's under it for the catch. 2 away.
Yeah, the one positive of last night's 6-3 loss was Bryce Elder was pretty efficient through his work, and then used Zach Thompson and Pierce Johnson for a short outing. So your bullpen is well rested, much better rested than they were coming out of that Philly series, which was pretty exhausting for them.
Yeah, they needed it, didn't they?
They sure did.
2 down for Sean Murphy. Murphy takes the ball low.
But, you can't just use your bullpen every day, right? So you got to, no more off days coming up here for a little bit. You got a big series of Toronto coming up. You got to save some of those guys too.
1-0 to Murphy, and he'll pop one up. First base side, foul territory, reaching for the seats, and that'll fall in for a souvenir. We're going to go from short sleeves to jackets.
Oh, yeah.
Here in a couple days.
Did you pack your sled?
Yeah, pretty much. I did pack a jacket that I took skiing this past January. There's a 1-1. That'll be sent foul. That's how cold I'm expecting it to be. I mean, it snowed in Toronto, what, was it yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, our last day at home, 2 days ago. Although our concept of time and days has been scrambled by that 5 a.m. arrival, 3:30 a.m. arrival, 4 a.m., somewhere around there.
Yeah. It's currently 47 degrees in Toronto right now. 1-2, got him looking. Fastball in the inside corner. And the Braves go down in order in the top of the fourth. We go to the bottom of the inning, 2-0 Rays.
Have you ever wondered if there was some...
Lowe's knows a good deal goes a long way. So right now, you can get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save up to $300 when you purchase 2 or more select GE kitchen appliances, $396 or more. Explore more great deals now during Springfest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid 4/3 through 4/16. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, exclusions apply.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Van app now.
Ben Darren and Jay Chad with you. 2-0 Rays into the bottom of the fourth inning. It is still A.J. Smith-Shawver on the mound, and he's pitching in the Tidal Wave Auto Spa inning. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is making Braves country clean car country all season long. And if the Braves pitch a scoreless fourth inning today, Tidal Wave will offer half off their Best Wash membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutospa.com/Braves. Here's Jose Caballero to lead it off for the Rays. First pitch he sees in through the front door. Good curveball for a strike. And it's 0-1 on Caballero. He singled, then was caught stealing in the second inning. Smith-Shawver, 65 pitches, and his 66th pitch is outside.
Ben, I just witnessed an interesting conversation there between innings. Sean Murphy a little bit irritated about his looking strikeout last inning.
1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. Sprinting towards the line, Kelenic, and that's out of his reach into the stands.
So he catches the last warm-up pitch, throws it down to second, and immediately turns to Edwin Moscoso, and he starts chewing on his ear a little bit, telling him what he thinks about his call. He rung him up on, and then that call to Olsen that was way inside. You could see him having a pretty lengthy conversation about where the strike zone is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So good to give him a little feedback on how the Braves feel on his work thus far.
Well, if his quest was to find out where the strike zone is and isn't, I wonder if he got any answers.
Yeah. Moscoso looked like he was a little conciliatory. He's like, okay, I'll work on it, or whatever he might have said to him.
1-2 to Caballero. And he missed the inside corner with a splitter. Caballero, 28 years old, from Panama. 2-2 and a ground ball foul outside the bag at third. Jose Caballero, you want to talk about getting beat up. He overcame surgeries on all 4 of his limbs in a journey to the big leagues. broke the tibia and fibula in his left leg following a collision in a game when he was 16. He's going to lift one to right field. Coming in now, Kelenic. He dives and traps it. Knocked it down on a bounce. That'll be a base hit for Caballero. It's his second knock of the game. Leadoff single. Here's the rest of that list. In 2019, he had a surgery on his left hand as he fractured the fourth metacarpal after being hit by a pitch. And then tore his right ACL playing winter ball. Fractured his right hand in the hamate bone. I mean, just
sounds like he's playing real life hangman.
Both arms, both legs.
Yeah.
There's a pitch that looked pretty good, but it doesn't get the curveball over.
Well, one more, it's going to be his head.
Right. Two 2-0 Rays here in the fourth. Taylor Walls, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout to the plate. Walls sends one foul.
Speaking of hangman, it's hard to play hangman with my wife. I never really thought of this till I met her. We'd play sometimes, just waiting for something, dinner or whatever. She misspells all the words.
So no wonder you don't get them
So
right.
it's hard to figure out what the word is if it's spelled incorrectly.
That's cheating. Here's a 1-1 pitch on the way to Taylor Walls. Now a pickoff of it at first base. And back in standing Caballero. That's an underrated game.
Yeah, it is.
Hangman's fun.
It is. She's here in attendance today, so I know she's not listening, so I can dog her as much as I want.
Oh, you can crush her today.
Yeah, today's my day.
Time to air the grievances. And now time called. Rays 2, Braves nothing, as we're in the bottom of the fourth. Walls out of Florida State. Runner goes, pitch on the way, swung on, popped up. Foul ground, third base side. Riley in front of the dugout with room. Makes the catch, fires across the diamond. They doubled him off. That's a long throw by Riley, right on the money. And they double off Caballero.
Boy, what a mental mistake by Caballero. I know he didn't know where the ball went because he was stealing the base, but I'm sure his coaches were yelling at him, back, 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 and he thought that ball was going foul, man. Thank you.
Well, that breeze has been pushing out to right, and that's probably the reason it stayed in the field of play. And now 2 down for Ben Rortvedt, and he'll take a first pitch strike. In the top of the fifth, Braves will have 7, 8, 9 due up. Pitch to Rortvedt. Big cut to miss, 0-2. We're talking about all the surgeries and operations that Caballero has had. Ben Rortvedt has had some scary situations himself. 0-2 pitch. He swings and misses. And a nice inning for A.J. Smith-Shawvers. He faces the minimum in the bottom of the fourth. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, none left. We have played 4. We go to the top of the fifth. 2
Lowe's knows a good deal goes a long way. So right now, you can get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save up to $300 when you purchase 2 or more select GE kitchen appliances, $396 or more. Explore more great deals now during SpringFest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid 4/3 through 4/16. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, exclusions apply.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Anderson. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Braves down 2-0 here in Tampa. In the second game of this series, it'll be De La Cruz, Kelenic, and Allen for the Braves in the top of the fifth, facing Drew Rasmussen, who has given up no runs on just 3 hits to this point. Pitch to De La Cruz. There's a called strike. Folks, do you need to clean your car? You probably do. Tomorrow's going to be your chance at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. A.J. Smith-Shawver just pitched a clean bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. De La Cruz a swing and a miss. That means that tomorrow is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Just drop in there, and you're going to get half off the Best Wash membership for the first month. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. If you want to find out more information, jump online, check them out, TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. Definitely going to have to check into Tidal Wave when I get back from this road trip. There's the 1-2 pitch. De La Cruz chases a high limb and missed every stitch of it. 6 strikeouts for Rasmussen. 1 down now for Jarred Kelenic. This day in baseball history. A lot of you out there probably remember this day. Let's go back to 1966. This day 59 years ago was the very first Atlanta Braves game.
Wow.
There's the pitch on the way to Kelenic. There's a called strike. That was 9,324 games ago.
Season started later.
Sure did.
Okay.
There's a good chance they started the season on the road, too. 0-1 pitch. There's a called strike. I'd have to look that up. That'd be my guess. So that would make this the 60th season of Atlanta Braves baseball. Started 59 years ago today, but 60th season. And, of course, moving from Milwaukee and Boston prior to that. But it all started in Atlanta in this era of the franchise 59 years ago today. There's the 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Kelenic went. And there's a called strike. So 2 down. How about this? You think about the Braves and been in Atlanta since 1966. That's a long time. But believe it or not, the Braves still have not been in Atlanta as long as the franchise was in Boston. Some 10,717 games as the Boston National League baseball team. There's Nick Allen with 2 down. Allen takes the ball low. So they need to play about another 1,400 more games in Atlanta to have been in Atlanta longer than the franchise was in Boston.
Wow.
So essentially about 8.5 more seasons. Kind of hard to believe. 1-0 pitch. That's going to be hitting the air to right center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Nick Allen happy to have the knock, but maybe thinking, where was that in the second inning? Yeah, the base is loaded in, base is empty now, and it's a 2-out single.
I mean, it's hard to believe that during that time there were no major league teams in the Southeast at all.
Right.
You know, you get a whole quadrant of the nation without a baseball team.
I mean, the furthest south you're going is Cincinnati, and furthest west St. Louis for a time. And then the Dodgers and the Giants moved out west. Michael Harris hits a fly ball high in the air to left center. Meisner and Morrell coming together. It's Meisner's ball in left center, and there is out number 3. So the Braves have been shut out through 5 innings. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0 Rays.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with...
Lowe's knows a good deal goes a long way. So right now, you can get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save up to $300 when you purchase 2 or more select GE kitchen appliances, $396 or more. Explore more great deals now during SpringFest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid 4/3 through 4/16. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, exclusions apply.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at NissanUSA.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Your home of the Braves and the Fan app.
Rays 2, Braves nothing. Bottom of the fifth at Steinbrenner Field alongside Darren O'Day. Ben Ingram here with you as Yandy Diaz leads off for the Rays. And the first pitch from A.J. Smith-Shawver misses inside. All right, I looked it up. That 66 Braves team, they did start at home. So opening day was April the 12th, 1966. 1-0 pitch. That'll miss outside. We're starting the season now.
Yep. March
25th or whatever it was.
Yeah, I guess I just never really pondered what you made a good point that the playoffs were much shorter then.
Mm-hmm.
There really weren't much playoffs.
It was the World Series. That was it. 2-0 in for a called strike. Because you didn't have the division play and playoffs until the 69 season, I believe. So prior to that, season ended, you had an NL winner, AL winner, boom, here's your World Series. Reach and a miss, 2-2. So you'd have seasons where the World Series was over by second week of October.
Nice. Long off season.
Yeah. So we're just getting started in the playoffs at that point. Playing into November now these days. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Diaz. Here it comes, and down he goes. Swings and misses at a splitter. 6 strikeouts now for A.J. Smith-Shawver. 1 down to the 5th inning. Northside Hospital for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. By the way, that very first Braves game in Atlanta, a 1-0 loss in 13 innings.
Yikes.
Brandon Lau climbing in. Take a fastball that looked good, but he doesn't get the corner. That was right on the corner of the plate. 2 runs, 6 hits for Tampa Bay. No runs, 4 hits for the Braves. Called strike on Brandon Lau.
Braves need to get some runs here soon. Looks like hitting's about to get a little bit harder as the shadows creep across the field. Sneaking up on the plate.
1-1. Hackett a miss at a fastball. Third trip through the order for A.J. Smith-Shawver. A.J. at 84 pitches. Be great to see him have a good 5th inning. He's finished strong. 1-2 pitch. Pulled foul on the right field line. They gave up a homer in the first. The bases were loaded with 1 out in the 3rd inning. Had a bases loaded walk. But then got through that jam, giving up just the 1 tally. That could have been much worse. And he was able to block in, get back-to-back strikeouts, Morel and Meisner. So he got himself into that jam, but it was pretty good damage control there. Ball and 2 strikes. And he deals to Lau. Big chopper, kangarooing out to Olsen at first. He gloves it, tosses the bag. AJ's there. And 2 down.
Yeah, since that jam, AJ's really, locked back in. I mentioned it looked like he just really wasn't synced up. He is throwing a lot of off-speed pitches, but he's locating that splitter much better now. And so he's throwing it for strikes and also below the zone for that swing strikeout to Diaz last at bat. So recovered nicely.
Could you chalk up this outing to some growing pains here today for a 22-year-old?
Could be.
Junior Caminero takes the ball inside.
You mentioned it's only his 10th, major league appearance. That's nothing.
And it's a point that Joe brought up the last time that AJ was pitching. Here's the 1-0. Big lunge and a miss there to splitter 1-1. Something that benefited Spencer last year, talking about Spencer Schwellenbach, that benefited him last year. They bring him up. He's in the rotation. Every 5 days he's going. And they just let him go. and learn so much. 1-1 is sent deep and fouled on the left field line. And it's a steady balance there, because if you're getting into too much trouble and costing the team games, we got to go back down to AAA. But if you can be competitive and make strides, going out there every 5 days, you're going to learn so much and be better for it.
Yeah, if you're showing improvement, keeping the team in the game, and learning on the fly, yes, absolutely. Keep them in there.
His 1-2 pitch. Missed a little bit low with the curveball. So what you're asking AJ to do is what Schwellenbach did last year, do just enough and continue to grow and learn every 5 days, because experiencing it every 5 days is the best way to learn, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. At this level, too.
2-2 pitch. Good fastball. Got him looking for strike 3. 95 at the bottom of the zone, and it's a 1-2-3 fifth, and that's the best inning of the bunch for A.J. Smith-Shawver. Well done. We go to
Lowe's is the destination for Ego outdoor power equipment this spring. See what's new and exclusive, like the 17-inch string trimmer with Line IQ technology that auto-feeds to save you time, and the 22-inch Select Cut self-propelled mowers with a multi-blade system for precise cutting. Shop Ego Days, happening now during Spring Fest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's...
Rays 2, Braves nothing. As Austin Riley leads it off for Atlanta in the top of the 6th inning. This is the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. And if the Braves hit a homer here in the 6th inning, Jarrah Barnes in Lafayette, Georgia, will win $2,950. That's a pretty big jackpot. And if you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery, today could be the day. Pitch on the way to Riley, low and outside. Should that have been a pitch timer violation?
We have a new pitcher, Manuel Rodriguez.
Here's a 1-0 pitch. And a miss high and outside. They didn't even announce that, did they?
They did not.
It's really hard to sneak a pitching change by Darren O'Day.
It really is. I'm personally offended by that.
Here's a 2-0 pitch. Hit hard but fouled on the left field line. That's like sneaking a sunrise past a rooster. So Rasmussen last 5 innings as he gives up 2 runs on, or actually no runs on 4 hits for Rasmussen. Walked 1, struck out 7. There's a called strike. Well, if you're listening last night, we told you about our speaker that we have here in the radio booth. Here's a 2-1. That's hit hard out to left center. In for a base hit. Over to cut it off and left is Morel. And able to get it in, limiting Riley to a single. A leadoff single here in the 6th inning. Yeah, they got the speaker in here to give us information on things like pitching changes. Right. And we turned that thing on and all sorts of static and interference. It didn't work.
Yeah. Well, and then you got super producer J. Chad looking for it. You got me looking for it. You know, that's how planes crash, right? You get 3 people swing and miss at it. The 3 things go wrong, and then planes crash.
Here's Ozuna. And he'll take a called strike. I can't think of anything more terrifying than looking into a cockpit and seeing you two. Jay, Chad, and Darren, your pilots for today. 2, check swing, didn't go. Every deck's got 2 jokers, and you two are flying the plane.
Yeah, I'd be cramped and uncomfortable. Jay Chad probably have a couple phone books on his seat, maybe some pedal extensions. Looking in that cockpit wouldn't give you confidence, that's for sure.
There's a 1-1 pitch. Ozuna with a big swing and a miss at a sinker. Right-hander Rodriguez looking into his catcher Ben Rortvedt. Ozuna could tie the game with 1 swing, but he's down to the count of 1-2. He'll take a slider away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, much like Rasmussen, Rodriguez has pretty good stuff. Upper 90s fastball, the sinker, and the 4-seam, and also throws about a 90-mile-an-hour slider about half of the time.
There's the 2-2. And Ozuna swings and misses over a 97-mile-an-hour sinker for strike 3.
These Rays have a knack for producing really good pitching. You know, they turned, what do you call that, coal into diamonds here in the Rays minor leagues.
Matt Olson 0 for 2. Olson takes the ball low and inside. You mentioned those shadows earlier. Right now, they're right at the feet of Matt. He stands from about his knees up to the top of his head in sunlight. So you can still see the entire ball in the sunlight. Ground ball, right side base hit. Blistered in the right field. At second base, Riley makes the turn. Heading for third base. Here's the throw from Caballero. It's late. And a head first slide for Riley into third base. Puts him in the corners. Going back to the last at bat for Olson, he was robbed to that side of the field on a very nice defensive play by Jonathan Aranda. This time is able to send it right by the first baseman. And that puts him at the corners. 1 down, and pitching coach Kyle Snyder going to make a visit to the mound.
Yeah, like I said, that shadow you mentioned, every second it's going to get harder and harder to get a hit until that shadow moves past the pitcher's mound. So you got to take advantage of this opportunity because there might not be another one for a little while. We say that because when the ball flashes from light to dark, it's really hard on these hitters to pick up the spin on the baseball. It just adds another layer of challenge to figuring out if you're getting a 98-mile-an-hour fastball or a 90-mile-an-hour slider.
Mentioned that when Matt was standing in the left-hand batter's box. His shadows are hitting him in the feet. Well, now Ozzie is going to climb into the left-hand batter's box, and the shadow's going to hit him right in the belt. In the sun from the waist up. And a base hit can tie the game. Olson at first, Riley at third. And the pitch to Ozzie. Inside. Came low and in with a fastball. Wind really picking up out to right field. Last night, Ozzie had a home run to right field. 1-0 pitch. Inside. 2 balls and no strikes on Albies. Trailing 2-0 in the top of the 6th. 2-0 pitch. Low and in. Ball 3. Sean Murphy's on deck right now for the Braves. And if he walks Ozzie, that would load him up for Murphy. Rodriguez, the right-hander, struggling here in the top of the 6th. Ready with his 3-0 pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball out to second base. That'll be taken by Lau to second for 1. Over to first for 2. And just like that, the opportunity for the Braves evaporates into thin air. Jumped on a 3-0 pitch and hit into an inning-ending double play. No runs, 2 hits, no errors.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof. while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Las ofertas de la fiesta de primavera en Lowe's siguen con todo. Obtén 5 bolsas de mulch de color Premium Stay Green de 2 pies cúbicos por solo $10. También ahorra hasta 40% en electrodomésticos selectos y además ahorra hasta $300 al comprar 2 o más electrodomésticos de cocina GE de $396 o más. Válido hasta 4/16. Excluye las Hawaii. Selección varía por lugar. Hasta agotar existencias. Detalles y artículos que califican en Lowe's.com.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer you less. That's diminished value. That's value you're entitled to. Value we fight for. Put our experience to work for you. Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Andersen. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Ball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Moving on to the bottom of the 6th here in Tampa at Steinbrenner Field. We got a new pitcher for the Braves, Rafael Montero. It'll be his second appearance in a Braves uniform, his first one being some heroic relief work the other night against Philly in the 10th inning. Stranded the ghost runner at second right through the top of the Phillies order. Some great pitching. We'll look to replicate that here today against these Rays.
We'll face Aranda. Right now there's a issue with Sean Murphy's mask. He's trying to get that fixed. And he's got it figured out now. Bottom of the 6th inning. Aranda, Morel, and Meisner are on the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 Rays here in the game. Aranda takes one inside. I don't know how it missed him. Fastball in. Smith-Shawver, 5 innings, 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Inside again, 2 balls, no strikes. Jonathan Aranda, 26 years old. Rays laid their eyes on him for the first time as a mistake. Here's the 2-0 pitch. He'll swing and miss. Aranda in 2015 was with a team in Tijuana, Mexico, and Rays executives and scouts traveled to Tijuana to get a better look at Randy Arozarena. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Aranda swings and misses. And Arozarena had defected from Cuba and was working out with the Tijuana Toros, and the Rays were unable to sign Arozarena due to Major League spending restrictions, but that's when they first saw Jonathan Aranda. He was at the same workout, and they signed him. 2-2 pitch, low and outside, 3-2.
And now he's batting cleanup, playing first base for him. It's a pretty cool story.
You just never know what you're going to run into at the ballpark, do you?
You don't.
There's a 3-2. And Aranda sends one foul. Jonathan Aranda has been best friends since elementary school with big leaguer Alejandro Kirk. For the Blue Jays, there's the 3-2. Low and in, ball 4. Leadoff walk here in the 6th inning.
But those two could put a hurting on a buffet.
Yeah, they could.
A couple of members of the Clean Plate Club.
You see Aranda and Kirk coming. Fire up the kitchen. Here's Christopher Morel. And Morel takes the ball outside. Folks, did you know that the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, made with peppers and vinegar and salt in the perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better? Just ask Alejandro Kirk. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some. There's a ball sent foul. We'll see him on the next portion of the road trip.
We will.
That guy can hit, man.
He can, yeah, I mean, he doesn't look the part, but man, can he play. He's good at every phase of the game. Really good defensive catcher. He's made himself into that. Great hitter, as you said.
2-0 Rays, bottom of the 6th. There it is. Just missed outside with a fastball. Morel awaits, and the 2-1 pitch. A little bit low and outside. He didn't have quite as much flair on as he did last night, did he?
No. Well, he's pretty consistent with the flair, Ben. Yeah, Morel is one of the flashier players in the league. He likes for everybody to look at him while he's playing.
Here's the 3-1. Swung on, missed.
And last night, the thought popped in my head that he could work at the restaurant from the movie Office Space. Tchotchkes,
yeah.
Where you had to have mandatory, amount of flair. You and I hadn't discussed our love for that movie yet, so I wasn't sure if it would land with you.
Yeah, great movie. 3-2 in the dirt for ball 4. Well, he takes off some of his flair, elbow guard and the shin guard. But last night, he's wearing the sleeves today.
Yes.
Last night, he must have had half a dozen wristbands on.
Yeah, he looked like bracelets all the way up his forearms. He's dressed like a professional wrestler.
Yeah, kind of the ultimate warrior.
Yep.
Look. Back-to-back walks here in the 6th inning. Braves had him first and third in the top of the 6th, only 1 out. And then on a 3-0 pitch, Ozzie Albies hit into a double play to end the inning. And now in the bottom of the inning, Montero has walked the first 2 batters. And the Braves in some hot water here in the 6th inning with Cameron Meisner up to the plate. Meisner 0 for 2, fly out to left field and a strikeout. Pitch for Montero, and he cuts it loose on a splitter and missed every stitch of it. Down 0-1. One final to this point in the big leagues. Check that. 2 games have gone final now. They just wrapped up in Minnesota. Check out our SIA scoreboard in just a moment. 1 low and outside. Phillies won today 4-1 over the Cardinals. And we were curious how they would fare yesterday because they were as weary as the Braves were getting in late St. Louis. They were shut out last night, had just 3 hits. Well, they bounced back and beat the Cardinals today 4-1. 1-1 pitches outside. In fact, I was texting with some of the Phillies broadcasters before our game. I said, were the Phillies just out of gas like we were too last night? He said, you have no idea. He said the saving grace was the game went 2 hours, 17 minutes. I said, that's interesting. Our game was the exact same time. 2 hours, 17 minutes. 2-1 pitch and foul. But unfortunately for the Braves, they still look like they're sleepwalking right now. No runs to this point. Also, the Tigers beat the Twins 4-0. That scoreboard update delivered to you by SIA LTL Freight, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. Everything else in action or under the lights later. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Meisner, bouncer went off the mound, gloved by Allen. He scoops and can't come up with it. He just flings it back towards the mound. That'll load the bases. Well, the ball coming off the bat of Meisner, where you thought that maybe the Braves could turn 2, instead they get nothing. It bounced off the mound, came out to Allen. He was next to the bag at second, and he went to scoop it, and it was in the glove and then just flung right out of there.
Yeah, that hop off the mound gave it some weird spin. Very dependable fielder, Nick Allen, just flipped it out of his glove. It's just more bad luck for these Braves.
And that'll be a single by Meisner. And now they're loaded with no one out for Jose Caballero. Caballero receives a first pitch strike. Braves could really use a double play. 0-1 pitch, fouled back. Caballero got a piece of a slider.
Well, we know Montero is used to pitching in pressure situations, won the World Series with the Astros, so he finds himself in a tough situation here. Bases loaded, no out.
He's thrown 20 pitches, 10 balls, 10 strikes. He's walked 2 and given up an infield single. Those 2 pitches high and away. The Rays leading the Braves 2-0 as we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. They're trying to stretch their lead out. Rays won 6-3 last night. 1-2 pitch. Low and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caballero has already hit 1 grand slam this season. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a reach and a miss and a splitter for strike 3. Well, Montero got that pitch in tune. 1 down in the 6th inning. That brings Taylor Walls up to the plate.
There you go. You got your strikeout. It's step 1. Now you're thinking about a ground ball double play. You're out of this without giving up any damage.
Walls going to be a tough one to double up. Let's see if the Braves can find a way to make it happen. First pitch to Walls. And he'll swing and miss at a splitter. He's feeling good about that pitch right now.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know, changeup used to be his best pitch, and I believe this season he switched over to his split grip, and that's looked like his best off-speed offering thus far.
Righty-lefty matchup. 0-1 pitch, and he bunts right back to the mound. Montero has it, flips to the plate. They get the force out of the incoming Aranda. Well, he was trying to stun the Braves by dropping 1 down. Only problem is he bunted it right back to the pitcher.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a squeeze and didn't look like a safety squeeze. He wouldn't really do that with the bases loaded. I think that was just Taylor Walls thinking he could bunt for a hit.
It's a 1-2 put out for the 2nd out.
Don't see a lot of those.
Not at all. Bases remain loaded. 2 down for Ben Rortvedt, who bats 9th in the order. Rortvedt takes a ball low. Well, if Montero could find a way to weave in and out of traffic here, that'd be a magic trick. Hitting has gone walk, walk, single. Strikeout, and that fielder's choice bunted back to the mound. 1-0 to Rortvedt. High. 2 balls, no strikes. Rortvedt has struck out twice in the game. Once looking, once swinging. Trailing 2-0. Braves trying to keep it right there. 2-0 pitch. Rortvedt pops it up, spinning back and foul out of play. Pivotal moment of the game right here. It's been such a challenge for the Braves to get anything going offensively. And trailing 2-0, you got to keep them right here. 2-1 pitch. Low and outside with a splitter. Montero wanted that call. I don't blame him. So now 3-1 on Rortvedt. Braves have already walked in 1 run in the game. 3-1 pitch. Strike. That did touch the outside corner. Got a splitter over. So now the bases loaded and 2 down. It's a full count for the number 9 hitter, Ben Rortvedt. And for Montero, he's trying to find a way to defuse a bomb here in the 6th inning. Right-hander digs around at the rubber, looking into his catcher, Sean Murphy. Straightens. Rortvedt ready. 3-2. Runners go, and a ground ball out to Ozzie. He'll take it, and he'll throw it over to first base for out number 3. Somehow, Montero gets through the jam. Bases loaded, no one out. Rays cannot score. We go to the 7th. 2-0 Rays.
Springfest at Lowe's means can't miss savings for your home and lawn. Right now, buy 3 bags, get 3 free on Miracle-Gro 3/4 cubic foot all-purpose garden soil. Plus, buy 2, get 1 free on select exterior paint and stain via mail-in rebate. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/16, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See rebate form for complete list of eligible products. Offer excludes clearance and mistints and can't be combined with any other offer, promotion, discount, or coupon.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at NissanUSA.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I want to thank the many living legends sitting behind me.
Here at Steinbrenner Field alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Braves have had so many opportunities in this game to score. Well, they have been shut out through 6 innings. It'll be Sean Murphy up to the plate for the Braves to lead it off. Braves are 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. It is still the right-hander Rodriguez on the mound for the Rays. He took over for Rasmussen, who pitched 5 scoreless frames, surrendering just 4 hits. Murphy drives one deep to right center field. Heading back now, Miser to the wall. And that is out of here. Murphy opens fire in the top of the 7th inning, and the Braves are on the board. His 2nd homer of the year, just to the right of the batter's eye, stroking it out of here.
Boy, that ball was crushed off the bat. I didn't think it was getting out. I thought that might have gotten caught out there in deep center, but that thing just kept going.
Braves needed that. Well, that was knee high, and he was able to barrel it and get it out of here. First home run of the game for the Braves, meaning you'll save at least $75 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only, rather Monday only. There's a ball outside. So make sure you drop in on Monday to Tire Discounters and save at least $75 on select tires at Tire Discounters. You're also going to get a free alignment, a free oil change on Monday. Pitch on the way to Harris, in for a strike. And make sure you stick around for the Hyundai postgame show to see how much you'll save Monday at Tire Discounters. Visit tirediscounters.com/Braves for more. Ball and a strike on Harris. There's a 1-1 pitch. Another on De La Cruz, I should say. They'll foul one off. Ball and 2 strikes on De La Cruz. Check swing. They appeal. He went strike 3. And 1 down in the 7th inning. And quickly, Kevin Cash going to trot out there and make a call to the bullpen. So he springs out of the first base dugout. And he'll go out there and relieve Rodriguez. And the Rays make the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year.
Oh, this Bosch miter saw really is smooth.
Feeling smooth.
Who said that?
It's your inner Bosch, baby. I'm that scoobity-bebop smooth feeling you get when you make smooth cuts with that moobity-mibbity-mibbity-mubbity miter saw.
So I'll just keep ski-bop sawing then? Now you're getting it.
Beep-bop, beat-up, wow, miter saw is my favorite.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Anderson. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
Well, top of the 7th here in Tampa. Sean Murphy's leadoff homer chases Manuel Rodriguez from the game. On to relieve him, left-hander Garrett Clevenger. Garrett Clevenger is second year on the team. Last year, he tied for the club lead in appearances at 68. He's a 6'1", 225-pound left-hander. Last year, opponents only hit .089 on his four-seamer, so that's 4 for 45.
Wow.
That's a pretty stellar work right there.
It's good heater that he shows up there. So now Stuart Fairchild will pinch hit for Jared Kelenic. With a righty stick up there over the lefty Kelenic. Garrett Clevenger. Left-hander set at the letters. Pitch on the way to Stuart Fairchild. And he buckles his knees with a slider for a called strike. Two-one Rays. Top of the seventh. Another slider, another strike, 0-2.
Yeah, been that four-seamer. It's 96, but he throws it 16% of the time. He throws that slider about 50% of the time, so he loves that pitch.
Oh, 0-2 on Stuart Fairchild. Hitting 111 this season. 0-2. Another slider and a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 down. Coming up, it'll be the seventh inning stretch brought to you by 13 Heroes, a premium line of spirits founded to honor the lives of the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan in 2021. Help turn tragedy into legacy by visiting 13heroes.com today. 2 in the seventh. Nick Allen coming up to the plate. Allen with a fly ball to right field. Might drop in. That will. A little humpback liner out there. Keeps the inning alive, swinging at the first pitch. That was the fastball there. 96, and he got a piece of it.
Second time he's dumped one into right field for a base hit.
Allen 2 for 3 at the plate of the game, and don't you know he's grateful that the Braves got through the bottom of the sixth inning without any runs scored.
Yeah.
After that little mishap at second base. No error charged on that play, but a play I'm sure that he wishes he could have made. There's Michael Harris. 1 for 3 with a single. Tying run at first base. 2 down. Got a left-on-left matchup, and Harris will take a strike. Sinker on the outside corner. Rays have used Rasmussen as their starter and then gone to the Rodriguez and now Clevenger in relief. 0-1 to Harris. He'll cut and miss at a slider. That shadow you're talking about now reaching the edge of the mound. So the grass in front of the mound and the entire plate covered in shade. Pitcher in the sunlight with a batter in shadows. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now pick off of it at first. And Allen is back in standing. Rays in the bottom of the inning will have the top of their order. Diaz, Lau, and Caminero. And currently leading 2-1 over the Braves. Long pause. Now the 0-2. Way outside. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Rays 2, Braves 1, top of the seventh. Runner at first and 2 outs. 1-2 pitch to Michael Harris is low and outside. Nice job staying off the slider there to level the count out.
Hey, you mentioned in his last at bat how much he's been chasing out of the zone this season. 2 good takes there on sliders that he really probably couldn't even get to.
See if Clevenger goes back with a slider again. 2-2 pitch. He does. Way outside. Nowhere near tempting enough for Michael Harris to even think about it. Nor is he throwing a 3-2 pitch.
Well, it's a 50-50 chance. He said he throws that slider 50% of the time, so I'm going to go with slider.
He's not been able to get it close to the zone these last couple of pitches. Nick Allen going to take off right here. There he goes, 3-2, outside ball 4. Went with a sinker, 97-mile-an-hour sinker, and maybe he's thinking I should have thrown the slider.
Usually if you throw 3 sliders to get to full count, you're going to throw it again because that's the pitch you trust the most. And Cash has seen enough.
Riley is due up. And Clevenger's faced 3 batters, so he'll go with a right-on-right matchup and make the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your...
Springfest at Lowe's means can't miss savings for your home and lawn. Right now, buy 3 bags, get 3 free on Miracle-Gro 3/4 cubic foot all-purpose garden soil. Plus, buy 2, get 1 free on select exterior paint and stain via mail-in rebate. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/16, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See rebate form for complete list of eligible products. Offer excludes clearance and mistints and can't be combined with any other offer, promotion, discount, or coupon.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer you less. That's diminished value. That's value you're entitled to. Value we fight for. Put our experience to work for you. Farah and Farah. Tampa.
1, 2, 3, 4. Those are numbers. But you already knew that. If you want to know what number you're going to pay each month for your car, use Kelley Blue Book My Wallet on Auto Trader. They're really good at numbers. Auto Trader.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's
Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
Well, the Braves are making some noise here in the top of the 7th with a 2-out rally. Nick Allen single and a Michael Harris walk leaves runners at first and second. Garrett Clevenger's day is done after his minimum 3 batters. New reliever, right-hander Edwin Uceda. We saw him last night. He struggled a little bit, giving up 2 solo home runs. However, he is tough on righties. Austin Riley's a right-handed hitter, only allowing a 154 average against righties this season.
A base hit should tie the game. Runners at first and second, 2 down. Braves down 2-1 in the top of the 7th. Riley facing Uceda. Saw him last night, and Uceda got him to fly out to left field. So here we go. Need a base hit. Pitch on the way to Riley, and that's in for a called strike. To this point in the game, the Braves are 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Riley has 4 hits in the series. As he's gone 4 for 7, 2 of those today. 0-1, fouled off into the seats down the right field line. No balls and 2 strikes on Riley. Uceda comes set right at the belt. Right-hander deals. Check swing, he went strike 3. So a changeup fans Riley. Braves strand runners at first and second. They get a homer from Murphy. So they're on the board, but nothing beyond that. Time for us to stretch here in Tampa. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Rays 2, Braves 1.
Lowe's is the destination for Ego outdoor power equipment this spring. See what's new and exclusive, like the 17-inch string trimmer with Line IQ technology that auto-feeds to save you time. And the 22-inch Select Cut self-propelled mowers with a multi-blade system for precise cutting. Shop Ego Days, happening now during Springfest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Anderson. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's my...
Get ready for the new Mega Millions with bigger jackpots more often and get to dreaming bigger only from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
There's only one thing better than baseball on the radio, being there in person. Win a pair of Braves tickets during the 4 o'clock hour. Chuck and Chernoff on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Rolling into the bottom of the 7th here in Tampa. Braves trailing the Rays 2-1. On to relieve Rafael Montero, right-hander. Daysbel Hernandez back in action after 2 days off.
And his first customer is Yandy Diaz, who takes a called strike. Fastball at 97, top of the zone.
Daysbel well rested after a big Philly series. 2 1/3 innings pitched with 3 strikeouts. No runs allowed. Big series for him.
Oh, 1 low and outside. Yeah, he had some big outs in that series.
Sure did.
Adjusting sleeve. Brings the 1-1. And a swing and a miss at a slider. Both of these guys from Cuba. Diaz for the Rays and Hernandez for the Braves. Slider will miss there. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Yandy Diaz. He's been on once. Singled in the 3rd and scored with a bases loaded walk to Jonathan Aranda. 2-2. Hit softly but fouled on the 3rd baseline. We'll do it again with a 2-2 count. I love how Daysbel Hernandez tries to upset the timing of the batters.
I was just about to mention that myself. Last 2 pitches have been slide step sliders. Normally when you see a guy try to quick pitch with nobody on, it's usually a fastball. But he's got that extra trick up his sleeve, that slide step slider.
2-2 to fly ball to deep right field. That's going to send the outfielders back. Fairchild trying to play it off the wall. It bounces by him. He gives way to Harris, and Harris has got it to send it in. It's a leadoff double for Yandy Diaz. It's his 2nd hit of the game.
Well, just 1 inning ago, we saw Rafael Montero escape a bases-loaded, no-out jam. Let's see if Daysbel can pull a Houdini as well here. Man on second, no outs.
Brandon Lowe to the plate. Rays looking for some insurance. They had a 2-0 lead until the home run by Murphy in the top of this inning. Ball outside, 1 ball and no strikes on Lowe. So it is a big run down there at second base for the Rays. Ball outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Brandon Lowe, 1 hit in the game. Single in the 3rd inning. Outside of that, a pop out to second, a ground out to first. Now Murphy and Albies are going to go to the mound. Ozzie going to translate for Sean Murphy, trying to give his pitcher instruction.
If baseball doesn't work out for Ozzie, he can get a job as a translator down there at Atlanta Hartsfield.
Does he speak 6 languages?
I think it's 4, but I may be mistaken. You know, they get people coming through customs that don't speak any English, and so they have, apparently they used to have translators on site. I'm sure it's all digital now. But it's good pay down there at Hartsfield if you're a translator.
It's a valuable position. Two-0 pitch. And he blew it by him. Well, he's got the Papiamento, right? Mm-hmm. That's the kind of the
island language,
of Dutch and
kind of a Creole language. Yes.
Here's the 2-1. There's a strike on the outside corner. He's got English and Spanish,
and he speaks Dutch as well.
Okay.
I think that's it. Although he probably speaks to his fish now. You know, he's a fish whisperer, like Dr. Doolittle, as much as he likes those things.
2-2 and a fly ball to the left. De La Cruz to his right, now in, under it, makes the catch. One out. I wonder what language the fish speak.
I'm guessing you haven't seen Finding Nemo.
I haven't seen it.
Well, those fish.
It's like the little orange and white fish?
Yeah. I've seen them all a few times because of my kids, but yeah.
Was he speak Spanish?
No. There's one whale in there there's one fish in there that speaks whale, and it's a whole different language. The fish can talk, buddy.
Junior Caminero is going to take a called strike.
Big adventure. Hilarity ensues. That's basically the story of both of them.
Watch it on the fly to Toronto.
There you go.
0-1 from Hernandez. Swung on and missed by Caminero. Well, speaking of Ozzie, he, Matt Olson, and Stuart Fairchild, as pitches are being delivered, having to shade their eyes. That sun field on the right side of the infield and into right field really tough right now. Shadows growing longer and longer off the feet of the players. 0-2 pitch, check swing. Did not commit, according to Edwin Moscoso. Ball and 2 strikes on Junior Caminero. He put the Rays on the board back in the first inning with a homer. Since then, a walk and a strikeout. 1-2 is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rays leading the Braves 2-1. We've got a runner at second, 1 out. 2-2. Softly tapped foul over the Braves dugout. Final game of the series will be tomorrow afternoon. That'll be a 1:40 Eastern first pitch, 12:40 Central. Chris Sale for the Braves, Shane Baz for the Rays. 2-2 fouled off.
It'd be good to see Sale back out there. You know, he's probably a little disappointed with his performance against the Phillies. You know, he's a guy that really takes pride in his work.
2-2, a miss outside, 3-2. And hopefully a comeback in late innings in this one. Braves down 2-1. And if we can find a way to scrap back and even up the series with a win today, you'd send Chris to the mound tomorrow. Got to do that today first. 3-2 fouled back. Runs have been so difficult to come by for the Braves. And not just today, obviously. It's been a struggle all season. Three-2. Fouled back. Entering play today, only the Rockies have scored fewer runs than the Braves this season. Entering play, the Rockies had scored just 40 runs, the Braves 41 runs. And the Braves stranded 7 runners on base and went 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position last night.
It's just not a list I thought you would see the Braves on here, but here we are.
3-2. Fouled back. You've got to find your way to pull yourself out of that. Braves today 0 for 8 with the runners in scoring position. Meanwhile, the Rays have gone 1 for 7. That's the difference in the game right there. Again, the 3-2. Fouled back right here towards us. Man down to our right made a catch.
Sounded good. I couldn't see it.
It's just one booth over from us. See if Daysbel can put him away. 3-2. He can. Swung on, missed. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Revved up the heater. Got it by him. 2 down.
Hey, Caminero kept fouling off sliders one after the other. Goes to the old number 1. Throws it right by him.
2 down for Jonathan Aranda. Folks, as you know, the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Like a double play for your mouth. Louisiana hot. Buy you some. Pitch misses high. All no strikes on Aranda. He has walked twice. Once with the bases loaded. Also has a single.
Here's Johnny!
1-0 pitch in for a called strike. Nice slider. Looking ahead to the 8th, Braves will have 3, 4, 5 coming up. Time called by Aranda. Looks like called by Murphy. He had to adjust his mask. He had some issues with that mask in the game. One swung on, missed. Another slider.
Yeah, Daysbell is so confident with that pitch. Seems like he can throw it for a strike whenever he wants, and he's got great late action in the zone.
Searching for another strikeout on the 1-2. Missed low with a slider. Count even at 2 on Aranda. Rays with a 2-1 lead over the Braves here in the bottom of the 7th. They have Yandy Diaz down at second base looking for a lift home. Meanwhile, Hernandez set of the belt. Pitch on the way. Ground ball right side past a diving Matt Olson and a base hit into right field. Around third, Diaz. The throw out of right field from Fairchild is late. It's an RBI single out of Aranda. And it's now a 3-1 lead for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it's a frustrating one right there. Braves just can't afford to let the Rays get any far ahead. Daysbell's a little frustrated himself because he thought that previous pitch was strike 3 and he was out of it. He showed a little bit after that ball got to the outfield, failed to back up home plate, which is the pitcher's #1 responsibility on that play.
Now it's Morel to the plate, and he lifts one way up in the air to left field. Going back now, Riley. So is Allen, and Allen, the shortstop, has it in shallow center field. That's out number 3, but an RBI single by Aranda drives in Diaz. We played 7. We go to the 8th, 3-1 Tampa Bay.
Springfest deals are still in full swing at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 bags of Stay Green Premium Color 2 cubic foot mulch for only $10. And get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save up to $300 when you buy 2 or more select GE kitchen appliances of $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/16, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Andersen. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
On at the top of the 8th here in Tampa. Braves trail on the Rays 3-1. Got a new pitcher for the Rays, right-hander Hunter Biggie. This would be his 5th game of the season. His major league debut last year on July 9th. He's the 7th player from Harvard to play in the majors and one of 2 active alums in the major leagues, along with Brent Suter.
How about that?
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Couldn't do my taxes.
Marcell Ozuna takes the ball high. You know, Matt Olson's brother played baseball at Harvard?
Really?
Yeah.
That same gene pool produced a kid that goes to Harvard?
Here's a 1-0 pitch. Ozuna takes a called strike. He had all the smarts, I guess.
I guess.
I believe his brother was a pitcher, if I'm not mistaken, at Harvard. You'll have to ask him about that. There's a 1-1 pitch. That'll be swung on, miss. You know, Matt was going to go to Vanderbilt. And then he signed with the A's when they drafted him.
He is, yeah. It's a joke. You know, his brother must have jumped in the deep end of the gene pool with all the smarts in it.
1-2 to Ozuna. And that's low. I've been to Harvard once.
Yeah?
We had an off day in Boston. And myself and Jonathan went over there one day just to go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 2-2 pitch. That's going to be muscled into right field. Base hit for Ozuna. He's on for the first time today. And a leadoff single in the 8th. Good start here in the 8th inning. Yeah, we decided on an off day, let's go check out the Harvard campus. We get over there, it was graduation day.
Oh, wow.
And we realized we were so out of place it wasn't even funny.
A couple bumpkins.
Exactly. Here is Matt Olson. Braves down 2 runs in the top of the 8th. Biggie deals, big bouncer out to second. Lau has it, and he'll apply the tag to Ozuna, shovel to first base, and a double play. My goodness. Ozuna stopped dead in his tracks and made Lau go chase him. And Ozuna is saying that he didn't get him. But now he's going to jog off the field. Braves are going to look at this. So he definitely got Ozuna, but maybe Ozuna was saying there's no way he got the out at first base. Oof. We might as well give it a shot. Watching the replay, I'm pretty sure this is going to stand.
You want to hear my Harvard story while we wait?
Yes, please.
When I was a younger player, I was probably 26, 27. We were playing the Sox, and I had been to Boston a few times, and said, you want to go check out Harvard campus. And I got there, and I was still young enough looking where I just followed a crowd of kids into a classroom and sat in the back row of a class.
No way.
Yeah. Big auditorium, probably 300, 400 kids. And I happened to walk into a world-famous...
Call does stand, and Matt Olson is out. It is a double play.
Happened to walk into a world-famous author and professor's class, Steven Pinker, who writes a lot of books on human nature. The course I actually walked into was a human sexuality course, freshman level course.
Of course you wandered into that.
It was interesting. But, yeah, those kids, a bunch of smart kids, and then me in the corner trying not to get caught.
2 down for Ozzie Albies. Ozzie sends one foul on the right field line. So you got to go in there and just check out the entire lecture, huh?
I did. I used to have some notes on my phone. I've since lost them about 6 phones ago. And but it was fun. It was fun to be able to walk around for a few hours and moonlight as a student.
Yeah, that is cool. 3-1 Rays, top of the 8th. Hunter Biggie deals, and Ozzie crashes his bat into that one. Back it goes to the wall and gone. Ozzie Albies barreling that one over the right field wall. It's the second homer of the game for the Braves, and the Braves get a little bit closer. It's now a 3-2 game in the 8th inning. Took Biggie deep downtown over the right field wall. And that is Ozzie's 3rd home run of the year and the 2nd of this series.
You just got to get somebody on base for these homers. Make them count. 2nd solo homer of the game for the Braves.
Sean Murphy hit the other solo homer. He's at the plate now. And Murphy takes a called strike. These two teams trading blows late in this game. Rays scored 1 in the 1st, another in the 3rd, and 1 in the 7th. Braves 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. Swing and a miss by Murphy. He's down 0-2. Well, 2 to Murphy, way high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just getting the ball in the air to right field, you got a shot to get it out of here. Again, these dimensions here are the exact same as what they have at Yankee Stadium. 1-2 is low. Again, this is the spring training home of the Yankees, so exact same dimensions here. And they have the short porch and right in the Bronx. Same thing here. And on top of that, the wind blowing out to right field. 2-2 to Murphy. And he hits one to deep center field on the rise. Back it flies. It is gone. Back-to-back homers and a tie game in the 8th. as Sean Murphy lifts the Brave spirits with his second long home run of the game.
I'd say he's healthy. 5 games back, 3 dingers. Been a big boost for this Braves lineup since he's returned from the IL.
Back-to-back solo homers here in the 8th at a 3-3 game. Now it's Brian De La Cruz to the plate. And that will miss low. Braves fans down around the dugout doing the tomahawk chop. They've come back to tie this game using the power of the long ball. One 0 in for a strike. One from Biggie. Said foul. That's off into the parking lot. And a 1-2 count on De La Cruz. 2 big homers for the Braves. Needing it in the worst possible way and picking up the team, especially after that double play that they just had prior to the Albies homer. Time called by De La Cruz. One-two pitch. And De La Cruz takes the ball low. I have a pretty good feeling who your Home Depot player of the game is going to be.
Yeah, you don't have to go to Harvard to figure that one out thus far.
Two-two pitch. Low and outside with a slider. So now a 3-2 count on De La Cruz. He's 0 for 3. He certainly has home run power. See if he gets something good he can swing at here. Count runs full. The right-hander Biggie comes set. 3-2 is low ball 4. So the last 3 batters have gone homer, walk. And now it's Stuart Fairchild to the plate. And a visit to the mound. This will be pitching coach Kyle Snyder.
That was a nice AB by De La Cruz there, laying off some tough slider.
Lowe's is the destination for Ego outdoor power.
You're going to get a little more careful. So that walk there is not surprising. You know, you can't, what makes a good professional pitcher is a short memory, but 2 in a row leave the yard. It's tough to come back and still execute good pitches on that third at bat.
So now Stuart Fairchild up to the plate with 2 down. In the first 6 innings of this game, the Braves had nothing going. And getting men on base but couldn't score. But they've used the power of the long ball in the 7th and now the 8th to tie the game. 3 solo home runs, 2 by Murphy, 1 by Albies. Here comes the first pitch to Stuart Fairchild. And he'll take a slider low.
We talked about it early in the broadcast. The stadium giving up more home runs than any other venue in the league this year, 2.3 per game. So we said you're never out of the game here until you get that 27th out.
Biggie fires over to first base through low. And back into the dive, De La Cruz. They got the go-ahead run at first base. Biggie wants a new baseball. Moves the old one back to the Rays dugout. Rays 3, Braves 3. Braves have out-hit them 11-9 as they bat the top of the 8th inning. 1-0 to Fairchild. Misses low. Well, he's not able to find his location with his slider. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fairchild a swing and a miss. Well, the home runs by Albies and Murphy. Ozzy's traveled 375 feet. Murphy's traveled 403 feet. De La Cruz bluffed it first. Pitch on the way. That'll miss high. How about this? The home run that Ozzie hit would have been a home run in 2 ballparks across Major League Baseball.
Let me guess which 2.
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium and the spring training home of the Yankees.
That is correct.
Wow.
3-1 pitch. And Fairchild lifts one to deep center field. Going back to the wall now, Meisner. He leaps and he's got it right in front of the wall. Fairchild trying to get in on the action, but couldn't quite give it enough juice. And that ends the top of the 8th inning. But the Braves tie the game on back-to-back home runs by Ozzie.
Lowe's is the destination for Ego outdoor power equipment this spring. See what's new and exclusive, like the 17-inch string trimmer with Line IQ technology that auto-feeds to save you time, and the 22-inch Select Cut self-propelled mowers with a multi-blade system for precise cutting. Shop Ego Days, happening now during Spring Fest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
You could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Next Level pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, Afoxolaner, Moxidectin, and Pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use Next Level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next level protection for your dog.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
Hey, it's Cellini here. Your home of Braves baseball is The Fan, 680, 93.7 FM, and The Fan app. Cellini and Namino, 10 to 2 weekdays. Let's get you back to the game.
We have a brand new ball game here in Tampa. It's the bottom of the 8th. Braves just tied it up at 3-3 with 2 solo homers in the top of the inning. We also have a brand new pitcher, left-hander Dylan Lee, toes the rubber.
And he's on the mound for the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. First pitch to Cameron Meisner is going to miss outside. Our Yanmar strikeout the side inning. If the Braves strike out the side, Brent Reese will be the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. 1-0 pitch on the way to Meisner. Low and outside. And if you'd like to do what Brent did and have an opportunity to win a Yanmar UTV, just jump online. Go to Braves.com/Yanmar. YANMAR. Braves.com/Yanmar. Sign up for your chance to win. 2-0 a swing and a miss. Also, you'll be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, back longer. And best of luck to Brent Reese. Love to see him pick up a Yanmar UTV. Here's the 2-1 pitch. In the dirt into the backstop, 3-1. 3 runs on 11 hits for the Braves. 3 runs on 9 hits for the Rays. All 3 Braves runs have come on solo home runs. 2 from Sean Murphy, 1 from Ozzie Albies. 3-1 to Meisner. Strike. Fastball at the bottom of the zone. For those Rays in the first base dugout, they got to be looking up at the scoreboard, seeing the game tied, and just kicking themselves for not scoring more in the 3rd nor 6th innings. There's the 3-2 in the air to deep center. Michael Harris drifting back. Michael with room, squares up, makes the catch in front of the warning track. 1 away in the 8th.
And anytime a fly ball goes up here, I think it's going out.
Yeah.
And the stadium is as advertised. It's playing like a bandbox. These Yankee Stadium dimensions in this Florida wind.
Well, what I've become used to just by watching the last night's game and today, if it's to the right of the batter's eye, My expectation is it's going to go.
It's going out.
It's going to get out of here. Caballero swings and misses. If it's in line with the batter's eye, it's been dying at the wall. I mean, it's 408 out there. And to the left of the batter's eye, we saw multiple home runs there last night. They were screamers down the line. 0-1, check swing, didn't go. So that's the way that I've been judging it on the fly to the ball.
Yeah, center field, no fly zone.
Mm-hmm. Because we've seen some bombs to deep center in this game that didn't get out of here. 0-2. That'll miss low. In fact, if you think about the ball that Morel hit in the first inning compared to the home run that Ozzie hit.
Yeah.
Ozzie's the one that gets out of here, but you could, I bet Morel's ball was hit further. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's popped up towards foul territory.
Yeah, that was the one that Michael made that incredible over-the-shoulder catch on.
Yes.
You're definitely right. His was probably, 390? Ozzie's was 370, I believe.
Let's see. Morel's went 396 feet. Came off his bat at 106 miles an hour. Would have been a homer in 3 ballparks in the big leagues. And it was caught to the wall. 2-2, stroked in the air to left field, in for a base hit. A knock for Jose Caballero. Meanwhile, Ozzie's went 375 and did get out. And like we mentioned, would have been a home run in just 2 of 30 major league stadiums. But altogether, it's a 3-3 game here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Taylor Walls. The bottom of the order for the Rays has been pretty active. They've been on base a lot. Walls is 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice. And he bats with a runner at first and 1 out in a 3-3 game in the bottom of the 8th. Dylan Lee brings his first pitch to Walls and a strike. The left-hander Lee set right at the belt. Long look over the runner at first. Runner goes. Pitches a ball low and in. Throw down to second base. And that is not in time. Jose Caballero off to the races and swiping second base.
Yeah, the Rays swiped 3 bags last night. Sean Murphy threw one out early in this game. Made a great throw there. Just Caballero got a great jump off Dylan Lee there.
And doing it against the left-handed pitcher. No, 1-1 count on Taylor Walls. Dancing at second base, Caballero. Pitch to Walls outside. I think Dylan might have been a little bit distracted by Caballero there. Walls a switch hitter, swinging it from the right side against the southpaw. Runner goes. Lee steps off and charges at Caballero, and he'll run him back to second. And now they'll get him in a rundown. Ozzie charges him towards third. He applies the tag. That is a huge out. That is a big mistake by Caballero.
Yikes.
Massive out on the base paths as the Rays fall asleep at the switch there.
Yeah, you're already in scoring position. Now, he's trying to get to third so he can score on a sac fly, but that's just too much. Good job by Dylan. Yeah, I think he was setting him up there. Little inside move, pick off, big out.
Now the base is empty. 2 down. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way to Walls. Strike. Fastball in the inside corner. Well, that just took some steam right out of that first base dugout, didn't it?
Sure did. I think he was the one that got doubled off first as well, wasn't he?
Yes.
That's 2 mental mistakes for him today.
Here's the 2-2. Popped up. Foul territory, first base side. That'll find the seats. By the way, Caballero has been on base 3 times today, and he's been an out on the base paths all 3 times. He was caught stealing in the second, doubled off of first base in the 4th inning, and caught stealing here in the 8th inning. And the 2-2. Ground ball foul on the third baseline.
And The second and third outs he made on the base pass, those are the ones that drive the managers bananas. The mental mistakes. You know, he just didn't get back on a pop fly, and that one getting picked off. Those are the ones that keep the managers up at night and keep you back on the bench.
2-2 pitch. In the air out to left field, in for a base hit. And aren't you glad that came with the bases empty? Walls a big turnaround first, holds there. It's a 2-out single. And I'd imagine Jose Caballero wants to run away and hide right about now. Caballero was not in the starting lineup last night. That'll bring Danny Jansen up to the plate. He'll be pinch hitting for Ben Rortvedt. Well, if you look at the numbers for Danny Jansen, this situation wouldn't score you at all. But with the performance that he put on last night, it'll certainly strike a bolt of fear into you. He had a huge night last night. He was 1 for 26 to begin the season. Jansen takes a called strike. Last night, a 2-run homer, an RBI single, and an RBI double. Now, we were looking it up before the game. He's got 9 RBIs in 13 career games versus the Braves. Pick off to first. Walls back in with a dive. But Danny Jansen against everybody else has looked like Danny Jansen. He's looked like Mike Piazza against the Braves. Runner goes. They throw over to first base. Olsen lunges, and they got him. Now home plate umpire Edwin Moscoso is waving everything off. They're going to say a balk. The home plate umpire has called a balk. And here comes Brian Snitker.
It's not his call.
It's not the home plate umpire's call at all. And now Snit going to have a conversation with Edwin Moscoso. Snit seems to be satisfied, walks back.
Man, it would have been really fun to see Snit blow his top there, but he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night. Feeling a little more relaxed today.
The home plate umpire Edwin Moscoso rings up Lee with the balk, so down to second for Walls. And now Danny Jansen with a base hit could give the Rays the lead. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missed outside barely. Three game, bottom of the 8th. 1-1 pitch. That'll miss low. Well, when Lee threw over, you know, Matt was holding the runner, but even he had given up on a move over to first base. He was starting to get into defensive position. And then the throw came over. 2-1 to Jansen. Low and in, 3-1. Now, you don't want to walk this guy and face Yandy Diaz. Diaz holding a weighted bat in the on-deck circle. A 3-3 game in the bottom of the 8th. Dylan Lee looking for 1 out to strand the runner at second base. Now the 3-1 pitch to Jansen. And that's low for ball 4. Missed with a slider. Well, now Yandy Diaz, the batter, he's 2 for 4 with a single and a double. And they'll go with the left-hander Lee against the right-handed stick of Diaz. For Dylan, this is his 24th pitch of the inning. His first bullet is low, ball 1. Diaz 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his career versus Dylan Lee. The 1-0 pitch. Big bouncer out to short. Glove by Allen. Triggers to Ozzie. They get the force out of Danny Jansen. Well, that stolen base attempt for the Rays robs them of a run. And the Braves keep them off the board at the bottom of the 8th. No run.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Lowe's knows a good deal goes a long way. So right now, you can get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save up to $300 when you purchase 2 or more select GE kitchen appliances, $396 or more. Explore more great deals now during SpringFest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid 4/3 through 4/16. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, exclusions apply.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Andersen. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Let's see if we can figure out the following
Shop 14 days of deals during Spring Black Friday, now through April 16th at the Home Depot.
Hey Braves fans, Finn here reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins us inside the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
Well, top of the 9th here at Steinbrenner Field, the regular season home of these Tampa Bay Rays. Rays continue to empty the bullpen here. This is their 5th reliever of the game. The new righty is Cole Sulser. He's a Major League veteran of 6 seasons. Threw 10 games in Major League last season, started this year at AAA Durham, so this will be his season debut. He is a 4-seam changeup cutter slider guy, so he's got a nice assortment of pitches. Braves got to push one across here so they can bring in the big dog, the closer, Raisel Iglesias, in the bottom of the 9th.
And Danny Jansen remains in the game behind the plate. First pitch to Nick Allen will be taken for a called strike. So a brand new battery altogether with Sulser and Jansen. It's 9-1-2 for the Braves. Allen, Harris, and Riley. 3-3 game in the top of the 9th. 0-1 pitch to Allen misses. I mean, we're tied all the way across the board. 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors for both teams. The only difference is Braves have left 8 on base. Rays have stranded 10. 1-1 off the plate, 2-1. Nick Allen, 2 for 3 in the game. 2-1 pitch and a rocket. Deep right field. Sailing towards the gap, and that's going to be caught and dropped. Center fielder Cameron Meisner had it in his glove, and it squirted out of there. And at second base, it's Allen with a leadoff double. Meisner went hard to his left of the warning track, laid out for it, and he had it. And then it just flipped right out of the leather.
Finally, some good luck for the Braves. Meisner covered a lot of turf to get to that one.
This guy's terrible.
Had it, and then when his knee hit the ground, it squirted out of his glove.
And now it's Kyle Snyder, the pitching coach, out there to the mound. You know, the interesting thing is he had it in the glove, made impact with the ground. It came out, and he was coming up to show everybody he had the baseball. And indeed, he did not. He made the catch, but couldn't survive the impact of the ground. And he's got to be just stewing out there in center field.
Absolutely. And we've talked about the short dimensions, and right here, there's not a lot of room out there to run around. So maybe that fence was in his mind, and that's why he decided to slide, which ultimately caused that ball to come out of his glove.
Well, the Braves have a dozen hits, Darren, 3 of them from the guy batting 9th, Nick Allen.
He's having a great day.
Go-ahead run at second for the top of the order. You got to find a way to get him in. That has been such a painful situation all season for the Braves trying to get him in. And now Michael Harris climbing in, takes a ball inside.
This is interesting. Braves had this situation in the Philly series and opted to sacrifice bunt, but not here today through the first pitch.
1-0 to Harris. Harris hits one high in the air towards left, slicing towards the seats and foul. You know, we saw Harris with 2 sacked bunts. I feel like both of those were against lefties.
Yep.
And now facing the righties, so maybe you think, okay, let him swing away.
Yeah, you like the matchup a little bit better here. So they're going to take 3 shots at driving him in.
1-1 pitch. This is low. Well, you'd love if Michael could put one on the ground to the right side, because worst case scenario, you get the runner to third base. Best case scenario, it finds a hole and you score a run. By the way, lights just turned on here at the ballpark. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way to Harris. He swings and launches one. That's high in the air to deep right field. That's got a shot. That is gone! Michael Harris lowering the boom in the 9th inning. And the Braves take the lead using the power of the long ball again. It's their 4th homer of the game. 5-3 Braves in the 9th.
Thank you, Steinbrenner Field, baby. That's going to be a 2 of 30 home run, too. But, man, the Braves will take it.
Right place, right time. And finally, someone on base. By the way, they're going to review this just in case. Rays want to have them take a peek at it. I mean, it just did sneak out, so I guess they want to see if there's any kind of fan interference. And we're watching the replay. That is a clean home run all day long.
Clean home run, not a clean catch by Dolores out there in right center field.
So it is a 2-run homer, and the Braves leading 5-3 in the 9th. No one out. Here comes Austin Riley. Riley's 2 for 4. First pitch to him in for a called strike. Michael Harris's homer traveled 366 feet. Pitch swung on and missed.
366.
I'm still waiting on how many ballparks that would have been a home run in. Pitch misses high. I mean, it's probably just like what we said with Ozzie here and Yankee Stadium, because these are the exact same dimensions as Yankee Stadium. Ball and 2 strikes on Riley. There's the 1-2. Riley smokes one out towards right center field. That'll lay down for a base hit. 3 straight hits off of Cole Sulser. It's gone double, homer, single. And the Braves in business here in the 9th. Okay, now this is comical.
Oh, wow.
They're saying that would not have even been a home run at Yankee Stadium.
How is that possible? Those are supposed to be carbon copies.
It says the homer by Harris would have been a home run in 1 of the 30 Major League ballparks. This one, there's a called strike. But this one has the exact same dimensions at Yankee Stadium.
I think maybe the computer is already over Steinbrenner Field being a regular season venue.
5-3 Braves in the 9th. Ozuna takes a ball low.
Well, it's going to be a fun season in this park. The way the balls are getting out of here, especially when it warms up even more.
They're going to have more traffic in and out of here than the airport down the road. 1-1 pitch is low. 14 hits for the Braves today. Hits haven't been the problem. It's been getting those guys in. And they've finally been able to do that using the home run ball. Ozuna comes out of his shoes at a changeup, missed every stitch of it, 2-2. And the Braves will hand at least a 2-run lead to arrested Raisel Iglesias. I say arrested. He was used 3 days in a row, and the Braves laid off of him yesterday. But you know he wants to get in there with a lead today. 2-2. Ozuna hits one out to right center field for a base hit. That looked like a carbon copy of the one that Riley just deposited into right center field. And Cole Sulser isn't fooling anyone. And before Matt Olson climbs in, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
First and second, no one out. Olson facing Sulser. First pitch is way up in the attic. Ball one. About a 15-hit day for the Braves. Now Inyo de los Santos is up and tossing. The Braves monitoring how this goes. Olson swings and misses at a changeup. So is the logic, if you could drive in Riley, even though it could still be a safe situation, lay off of Rysel for another day?
Traditionally, it would be the 3-run barrier, so Rysel would come in if it was 1 run.
1-1, ground ball right side, backhanded to first by Aranda. He triggers the second. They get one there. Walls back over to first, and the covering pitcher Sulser there for the double play. Over to third base for Riley.
In past years, Snit's barrier has usually been 4 runs.
Right.
But with the workload Iglesias has had recently, maybe 4 runs, it gives De Los Santos a chance to close it out. We'll see here. It's going to take a base hit to get that 6th run here.
Bat in the hands of Ozzie Albies, who was able to get the Braves going with a homer in the 8th inning. And that's in the dirt, but it bounces up towards third base. And Riley keeps it in park at third. Well, the Braves have hit 4 home runs today. That's the most they've hit in the game this season. They have 15 hits. That's 1 shy of their season best. Remember, they had 16 hits in a 10-0 win against the Marlins. 1-0 pitch will miss low. That game against the Marlins a week ago yesterday. That was their first win of the year. Now looking for their 4th win of the year, leading 5-3 in the 9th. 2-0 pitch. Upstairs, close shave. And a 3-0 count. The Rays in the 9th will have 2-3-4 due up. And that'll be Lau, Caminero, and Aranda. 3-0 pitch. Swing and a miss by Ozzie. The homer had to be extremely satisfying for Albies, who I'm sure if you asked him would like to go back and redo his 6th inning at bat. Well, he'd hit into that double play to end the inning. Here's the 3-1 pitch. 5-4. So since then, he's come back with a homer and a walk. And now Sean Murphy coming up to the plate. And what a day Murphy has had. He tied the game with a home run in the 8th, his 2nd home run of the game. And now looking to give the Braves some insurance with a base hit of any kind. But if he homers here, not only would it be his 3rd hit of the game, it'd be his 3rd homer in 3 innings. Ozzie goes. Pitch on the way outside, and Ozzie into second base standing. As Murph homered in the 7th, he homered in the 8th, now batting here in the 9th. And a base hit should mean 2 runs. Currently a 2-run lead. 1-0 to ground ball to Walls at short. He'll charge, scoop, and fire. And there's out number 3. But the Braves get the 2-run home run by Michael Harris. A wall scraper, but it counts. And as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning, it's the Braves 5 and the Rays 3.
Attention! Canva presents the killer of productivity. It was an ordinary workday until...
Oh no, this meeting. It could have been an email.
Run. Canva had a creative solve.
Get email. I'll just put the info the team needs in a Canva doc, and I'll make it visual with images, charts, and graphics.
Bring productivity killers to justice with creativity. Love your work at canva.com.
Springfest at Lowe's means can't miss savings for your home and lawn. Right now, buy 3 bags, get 3 free on Miracle Grow 3/4 cubic foot all-purpose garden soil. Plus, buy 2, get 1 free on select exterior paint and stain via mail-in rebate. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/16, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See rebate form for complete list of eligible products. Offer excludes clearance and mistints and can't be combined with any other offer, promotion, discount, or coupon.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's
an incredible lineup of Braves giveaways this season, including bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
There's only one thing better than baseball on the radio, being there in person. Win a pair of Braves tickets during the 4 o'clock hour of Chuck and Chernoff on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Well, here we are, bottom of the 9th inning here. Braves lead it 5-3. The story of the game, 6 scoreless innings for Braves bats, and then a barrage of 4 homers in the last 3 innings to go up 5-3. That creates a save situation, so Raisel Iglesias will work for the 4th time in 5 days. Worked all 3 games of that Philly series. Had a day rest, and now back out there seeing if he can close out a Braves victory here on a Saturday afternoon.
And he's facing 2, 3, and 4, Lau, Caminero, and Aranda. By the way, a 2-home-run game by Sean Murphy. He is the first catcher in Braves franchise history with 3 home runs in their first 4 games of a season. He has been storming the scene. There's a line drive right to Matt Olson, 1 down. You love that. 1 pitch and 1 down. Any pitcher loves that, but especially the closer.
And probably the most dangerous bat in the Rays lineup, Brandon Lau.
Now pinch hitter Jake Mangum will come to the plate. He'll bat for Caminero. So 1 down here in the 9th. Braves 5, Rays 3. First pitch, missed the outside corner with a sinker. Mangum was in the starting 9 last night for the Rays. He went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Left-handed hitter. Puts a changeup outside. 2-0. Jonathan Aranda is on deck for the Rays. Keep that tying run in the on-deck circle. 2-0 pitch and a fly ball to right field in line with Fairchild. And he leans forward, makes a chest-high catch. 2 down. 2 outs on 4 pitches is a pretty good ratio, isn't it?
It sure is. Yeah, fly ball to right field is a scary phrase when your team's pitching.
Rays down to their final out. And the Braves fans standing and applauding down around the third base dugout. First pitch to Aranda. Just about hit him. Blowing inside with a sinker. With 1 more out, the Braves will even up this series at a game apiece and have Chris Sale on the mound for the rubber game tomorrow afternoon. 1-0 pitch. Fouled back, 1-1. This has been a wild one.
It really has. Not much going for 6 innings, and then boom.
1-1 pitch, and that is crushed deep down the right field line. That is a fair ball and a home run, and it's a 1-run game. So Aranda says the Rays aren't finished yet. That is his 3rd hit of the game. It's his 3rd RBI, and the 5th time he's been on base in the game.
That's why as a closer you love having a little bit of cushion. Insurance runs are so big. Now you're in the thick of it. Any swing can tie the game up. So you get another chance of getting the 3rd out here.
And it's Christopher Morel. He's had a huge series. He had 3 hits and a home run last night. And the first pitch to him, a reach and a miss and a slider. No balls and a strike on Morel. Morel has never faced Raisel Iglesias. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fly ball out to deep left field. Brian De La Cruz now going to come in. The catch is made by Eli White, rather, and that's the game. So a home run by Jonathan Aranda is as close as the Rays get, and the Braves use their firepower to even up this series at a game apiece. Boy, what a wild game. For the Rays in the ninth, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, none left. Final score, Braves 5, Rays 4. Back with the totals after this.
Spoiler alert. A 2-word warning that we're about to ruin the end. But sometimes, spoilers can be worthwhile. And so, we designed the Lexus NX to reveal many things. Like taking the mystery out of how close you are between parking space lines, or the time you'll arrive at your dinner reservation. Technology designed to remove surprise endings. It's just a better story that way. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
You know what my favorite thing about Braves games are? Everything. The crowds and the...
And we're back with Canva Presents Secret Sounds Work Edition. Caller, guess this sound.
It's a mouse click.
So close. That's actually publishing a website with Canva Docs. Next caller.
Definitely a mouse click.
Nice try. It was sorting 100 sticky notes with a Canva whiteboard. We also would have accepted resizing a Canva video into 10 different sizes.
What? No way.
Yes way. 1 click can go a long way. Love your work at canva.com.
Businesses invite you into their store to spend money so they can make a profit. This means that under the law, they have a duty to maintain a safe premises.
Whether it's a leak on the floor, bad lighting, an item falling off a shelf, or if you're attacked on the premises, it doesn't matter.
Stores have a legal duty to keep you safe on their property.
Our responsibility at Farah & Farah is to protect you when they don't.
Tampa.
Lowe's is the destination for Ego outdoor power equipment this spring. See what's new and exclusive, like the 17-inch string trimmer with Line IQ technology that auto-feeds to save you time, and the 22-inch Select Cut self-propelled mowers with a multi-blade system for precise cutting. Shop Ego Days, happening now during Spring Fest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Andersen. Limited time offer. $300 off. All windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Time of tonight's game, 3 hours, brought to you by First Liberty Building and Loan. If you're looking for $750,000 or more in financing to grow your business, contact First Liberty Building and Loan at FirstLibertyGA.com. Mention that the Braves hit 4 home runs, so that means you'll score $150 off a set of Select tires Monday only. Plus,
when I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different. and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Smart and rugged Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport SUV. For great offers, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
Don't miss Tom Glavine and his Hall of Fame insight every Monday afternoon at 3:30 during Chuck and Turnoff on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Big win for the Braves, evening up this series at a game apiece. It's the two-run homer by Michael Harris in the top of the ninth that gave the Braves the lead. And that was Michael's first go-ahead home run in the ninth inning or later for his career. So a huge one for the Braves as they win this game 5-4 over the Rays. Tomorrow is the rubber game of the series, right here at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. As we'll be on the air at 12:25 Eastern with a Ford leadoff show. And then Darren and I have the first pitch at 1:40 Eastern, 12:40 Central. Chris Sale will be on the mound for the Braves. Left-hander is 0-1 with a 6.75 ERA. Righty Shane Baz will be going for the Rays. He's 1-0 with a 1.38 ERA. So for the fellas in studio, that's Joe Virgin and Lucas Kochevar. Also for Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer, Jonathan Chadwick. I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and a good evening from Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, where the Braves outlast the Rays by a final score of 5-4. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show starting right now with Barrett Sallee.
Thank you very much, Ben. Late game magic, I should say, in Tampa as the Braves top the Rays 5-4. Let's get to the Xfinity play of the game, and it came in the top of the ninth. Michael Harris, the second up, with Nick Allen on second, and his two-run shot proved to be the go-ahead run. Xfinity knows live baseball is better with less freezing at the plate. That's why we deliver Wi-Fi built for streaming with extra low lag. Get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream more of the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai postgame show, and this is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. Don't move, because the Hyundai postgame show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
With Progressive's collision coverage, my family gets up to $1,000 for vet bills if I'm injured in a car accident. And that makes this Chihuahua really feel like part of the family. What's that? I don't sound like a Chihuahua? Oh, I'm sorry. What exactly am I supposed to sound like? I guess all Chihuahuas are high-strung, riding around in expensive designer purses. Actually, I prefer riding in cars. So I appreciate that my family protects me with Progressive's pet collision coverage. Okay, maybe I am a little high-strung. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and is subject to policy terms.
Hi, it's Chuck Dowdle. You all know that my friends at Georgia's Own Credit Union can save you money, but did you know that Georgia's Own offers more than just personal savings and loan products? They also offer products and services to help your business grow. Whether you're looking for a business checking account, equipment loan, commercial mortgage, SBA loan, or payroll services, Georgia's Own has options to help you succeed. To learn more, visit georgiasown.org. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and I'm one of Georgia's Own.
Georgia's Own is federally insured by the NCUA and is an equal housing lender.
Are you tired of your food tasting tasty, but somehow not quite tasty enough? That's why the original Louisiana brand hot sauce invented the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppery peppers, tarty vinegar, and the salty tears of Nets fans who cried because they didn't win. But everyone can win at eating something delicious with the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes. But one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, All Four Seasons Garage, entry doors, and windows. Now is a great time to upgrade with brand new, efficient, and beautiful garage doors. AllFourSeasonsGarages.com.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed!
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of... Let's go Braves!
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for stroll...
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
For Jonathan Aranda, and A.J. Smith-Shawver doesn't help himself out.
There's a big pitch right here. Bases loaded, one down. 3-2. Missed low and in with a fastball for ball 4, and it's 2-0 Rays on the bases loaded walk. Slowed that one down to 93, trying to guide it in. Didn't get the corner. So he struck out Rortvedt to begin the inning. Since then, single, walk.
Smith-Shawver would get the next two batters out to limit the damage. He went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, walked 2, and struck out 7. Stayed that way to the top of the 7th. Sean Murphy leading off the inning, and he cuts the lead in half.
Murphy drives one deep to right center field. Heading back now, Miser to the wall. And that is out of here. Murphy opens fire in the top of the 7th inning, and the Braves are on the board. His second homer of the year, just to the right of the batter's eye, stroking it out of here. Braves needed that.
403 feet and 108.9 miles per hour off the bat of Murphy. 2 out in the 7th. Daysbel Hernandez on the hill, and Jonathan Aranda at the plate with a chance to make it a 2-run game yet again.
Rays with a 2-1 lead over the Braves here in the bottom of the 7th. They have Yandy Diaz down at second base looking for a lift home. Meanwhile, Hernandez set of the belt, pitch on the way, ground ball right side past a diving Matt Olson, and a base hit into right field. Around third, Diaz, the throw out of right field from Fairchild is late. It's an RBI single out of Aranda, and it's now a 3-1 lead for Tampa Bay.
3-1 in the bottom of the 8th after Matt Olson grounded into a double play. Ozzie Albies, who grounded into a critical double play of his own earlier in the game, stepped to the plate with a chance to get that run back.
Hunter Biggie deals, and Ozzie crashes his bat into that one. Back it goes to the wall and gone. Ozzie Albies barreling that one over the right field wall. It's the second homer of the game for the Braves, and the Braves get a little bit closer. It's now a 3-2 game in the 8th inning.
Sean Murphy hit a home run in the previous inning. Could he do it again and make it back-to-back with Albies?
2-2 to Murphy. And he hits one to deep center field on the rise. Back it flies. It is gone. Back-to-back homers and a tie game in the 8th. As Sean Murphy lifts the Brave spirits with his second long home run of the game.
It was his second home run of the game, and just like the one in the 7th, went exactly 403 feet. Top of the 9th, Nick Allen doubles to lead off the frame. Michael Harris, the second, steps into the plate, looking to give the Braves a lead.
Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way to Harris. He swings and launches one. That's high in the air to deep right field. That's got a shot. That is gone! Michael Harris lowering the boom in the 9th inning. And the Braves take the lead using the power of the long ball again. It's their 4th homer of the game. 5-3 Braves in the 9th.
Thank you, Steinbrenner Field, baby.
Harris's home run would have been a home run in exactly 1 of 30 parts, which is interesting since Steinbrenner Field and Yankee Stadium have the exact same dimensions, but whatever. Go figure. 2 down in the 9th. Raisel Iglesias on in the 5-3 game, and Jonathan Aranda makes it a little more interesting.
1-1 pitch, and that is crushed deep down the right field line. That is a fair ball and a home run, and it's a 1-run game.
Next batter is Christopher Morel. He is the Rays' last hope against Iglesias.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fly ball out to deep left field. Brian De La Cruz now going to come in. The catch is made by Eli White, and that's the game. So a home run by Jonathan Aranda is as close as the Rays get, and the Braves use their firepower to even up this series at a game apiece. Boy, what a wild game. For the Rays in the 9th, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, none left. Final score, Braves 5, Rays 4.
And all 5 of those runs for the Braves coming in the final 3 innings. Dylan Lee gets the win. He is 1-1. Cole Sulser with the loss. He is 0-1. Raisel Iglesias gets the save, his second of the season. Hey fans, the Hyundai Getaway Sales event is going on now. Get deals so right, it almost feels wrong. But don't wait. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. We'll take a break. When we come back, sound from the clubhouse. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR for 48 months, or $1,750 bonus cash. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Offers end April 30th. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. We believe family makes us stronger. Pruitt Health has served families and communities throughout the Southeast for more than 50 years. If you're looking for skilled nursing, home health, or hospice care, count on our caregivers to provide the personalized plan your loved one needs. Learn more, visit PruittHealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
The Major League Baseball All-Star Game is coming to Truist Park July 11th through 15th. Find all the details at Braves.com/All-Star Game.
Spring has sprung, Braves fans, and baseball is finally back. Make your lawn Truist Park quality this season with Pennington Grass Seed. As the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington knows how to help you grow a lush, healthy lawn. With over 80 years of history rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington has the perfect solution for you. Gear up for spring with Pennington and grow a lawn you can be proud of. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is your go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. Experience Major League Clean at Tidal Wave, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Stay clean car happy all season long with membership discounts, exclusive giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for details.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
This is John Michaels. Don't miss Atlanta Braves today and your chance to win a pair of Braves tickets every weekday morning on The Locker Room during our 7 a.m. hour on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
If you missed any of today's Braves action, the Hyundai Postgame Show has you covered. You're locked into the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Driven by your local Hyundai dealer, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves.
Fans, Ken Nugent and the Atlanta Braves are teaming up this season to show appreciation for Georgia's first responders who, with one call, that's all, put Georgians first. A donation of $1,500 will be made to each first responder, one first responder each month. All month long, nominations can be submitted at callken.com. During the final series of the month, the winner will be featured via Ken Nugent's social media channels. To all the first responders out there, thank you for your service. One call, that's all. Callken.com. Braves 5-4 winners over the Rays, evening up the series at 1 down in Tampa. The Braves 5 runs, 15 hits, no errors. The Rays 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. And the bats got cooking for the Braves. Tons of multi-hit outings out there. Michael Harris went 2 for 4. Riley 3 for 5. Ozuna 2 for 5. Albies 2 for 4. Murphy 2 for 4 with the 2 bombs. And Nick Allen 3 for 4. Nick Allen, who now is getting a fan club here at the Braves Radio Network. The president, of course, is our producer, Joe Virgin. The secretary is Lucas Kochevar. I'm the treasurer. I don't know. That's a title that I think I don't know. Maybe I can pay him extra. I don't know. But Nick Allen, 3 for 4. So the bats got going. That's the good news. The bad news, the Braves were still 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. 1 for 11. They left 10 on base. So you take the good with the bad. You like that the bats get going. You like that the home runs are coming. But the clutch hitting still isn't there. The only saving grace for this one is that the Rays were 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position and left 10 batters on base of their own. We'll be back. When we come back, you will hear from Braves manager Brian Snitker. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
The parts and the expertise to help your business.
We are not going to break yet. We're still here on the Atlanta Braves
Black Fridays
Radio Network.
And we've got 14 days of deals to transform your space. So what are you working on? How about a quick and stylish patio furniture update? And what's outdoor dining without a shiny new grill? Find a wide selection of grills under $300, like the Next Grill 4-burner for only $229 at the Home Depot. Then add a little ambiance with string lights. Shop 14 days of deals during Spring Black Friday, now through April 16th at the Home Depot.
You're not afraid to get dirty. You know there's strength in sweat, pride in a hard day's work, and power in a great team. We agree the best teams run like a well-oiled machine. That's why you need a Yanmar tractor on your roster. The tractor rated #1 in product quality by the EDA 5 years running. From digging and grading to tilling and mowing. Get more done. Take less time. Yanmar gets you to the game faster. See all their tractors online at yanmartractor.com. That's yanmartractor.com.
Attention Braves fans, we have a major announcement. Tire Discounters is back as the tire retailer partner of the Braves. Here's their snazzy jingle.
Sorry to interrupt, but all of us at Tire Discounters are really excited because every time the Braves hit a homer, we're giving all the fans a great deal. Cash off on select tires and free alignments. And free oil changes. Okay, roll it.